God.
Hello, happy Wednesday, happy new comic book day, happy holidays. Welcome back to Nerds at the Core, talking in a corner on the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. My name is Pablo Romero Estevez. If this is your first time joining us, the Deeper Issues Nerdcast is a comic book club where each week we bring you a new #1 comic book you need no prior knowledge or insight to enjoy. Prefer to feature comics outside the two most prominent publishers in the industry, Marvel and DC, because there's already so many knowledgeable and talented creators who can help you with that. We'd much rather introduce you what was called a creator-owned comic book outside of the superhero genre. We are the Anti-Comic Book Gatekeeper podcast, where everyone's welcome to join in the discussion and nerd out with us. Each week we discuss new #1 creator-owned books. You don't need to be a comic nerd to be able to enjoy. So somebody knocking at the door. This really is a Christmas episode right now. Who could be at the door?
Santa, is that you?
Santa, we don't have a camera at the door. Olivia's going towards the door. She opens it.
And there's someone there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's my daughter who I will keep off camera. It's Chanel. Joining me here in the Nerd Cave, per usual, my cohorts, the right hand here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast, photographer, Elder Emo, Tie Photography, aka Tie Dye. Isn't that the term?
Elder Emo.
You're an Elder Emo.
Am I?
I guess I'm an Elder Emo.
Yeah, I guess I am. I'm hitting close to 30.
I'm okay. No, I'm an Elder Emo.
Shh, hot up, Ty.
Yeah.
He's like a new age emo.
Gen X emo. I guess.
mean,
You're the Gen X of emos. Ty,
yes.
welcome.
Welcome.
Ty, looking very festive, by the way.
Thank
Ty
you.
didn't wear a Christmas sweater, but I got this elf hat, and he
So
look at him.
I thought it was just Christmas Eve, and I'm like, well, I'm normally wearing all black, so
He's
just
wearing
thought
green.
Green, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
enough.
yeah. That checks
Yeah.
out.
Yes. Yeah.
Look at that. In green. Always overworked, underpaid. My cousin with the muzzin. I don't know.
Ty with the
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the sound effects. He's on it. Olivia Diddy, no Diddy, our Diddy,
Diddy.
live king. Yeah, you're too overworked and underpaid. You're back.
I'm back.
You were sick last week.
I was. Sure was.
Yeah, but here you are now looking healthy.
I hope so.
And I like your Christmas attire, by the way.
See, it is a Christmas trees made out of pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, and
There you
it
go.
says, "All I want for Christmas is Halloween."
That's it.
All I want for Christmas is Halloween.
That's all I want for Christmas, too.
Yeah.
I'm really in the Christmas spirit this season. I don't know why. I'm feeling it.
I just felt it the other day. I walked into Target and I turned to my friend and I went, "I just got the Christmas spirit."
Is it?
Like out of nowhere.
Just walked in and they're like, oh, Target.
About it.
Target. The commerce washed over me.
The commerce.
This must be the
I
place.
was like, oh yeah.
We have a mystery producer in the house tonight. I'm not going to mention for all intents and purposes. But we do have somebody helping out produce the show, so we're not fucking driving blind.
I will say hello.
There you go, mystery voice from off. God?
God.
Is that you? Yeah, Deeper Issues God. This week, we are going to be reading in the spirit of things. Wow, did I lose my book?
I got you.
Oh no, I got it right here.
Okay, you got it.
We're going to be reading Through the Boughs from Distillery, a Yuletide Offering. And I love that title, by the way,
Mm.
because it's exactly what it is. This is our Yuletide off, like basically all month.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to keep it as holiday themed as possible. We'll throw in some Hanukkah, maybe a little Hanukkah theme in there as well. Or
I have a funny story about
Yule,
the
little-
title of Through the Boughs.
what about it?
Well, when I called the Coffee and a Comic, it was like one of his new like employees that is working there. And I was like, "Do you have Through the Boughs issue 1?" And he was like, yeah, through the bowels. And he was like, is it BOWLS? I was like, no, not through the bowels. And he was like, oh, my bad. I was like, okay.
Nothing. It's a fair mistake, I would say. I mean, the text on this,
Through the bowels.
nothing says. I mean, like nothing says the holidays, like like
Bowel issues.
yeah, like bowel issues, whether it be for stress-related purposes
Or all the yummy food you're
or
eating.
all the yummy food you're eating. Really cool. Yeah, I love that it's a Yuletide offering. I'm trying to do kind of our own little Yuletide offering all month here and just kind of keep everybody in the holiday cheer. Oh,
Jeez.
smoke. It's my camera that almost flew out.
Do better, dude.
This is
Better. Who is that? Is that secret? Who was that? Who was that?
secret. There's God. There's the voice
Oh,
of God.
It's like a interrupting.
Tommy.
I like Tommy. Like the microphone wouldn't hear your whisper.
I know.
Interrupting Tommy? What?
Little
Wait,
ASMR.
what are we calling that?
Well, we're workshopping it. This is a 64-page book. It's an anthology book from Distillery. Really beautiful anthology book, just in time for Yule. Discover these delights and dangers in Through the Trees, a Yuletide offering, a collection of frozen tales brought to you by the most magical wordsmiths and artisans in comics and beyond. I love that. Including James Tynion IV, Patrick McHale of Over the Garden Wall, Jim Campbell of Over the Garden Wall, Jensen Eckwall of Into Goblin Market, Ryan Andrews of This Was Our Pact, Sweeney Boo of Harley Quinn, Kay Roten of Eden 2, Grim Wilkins of Miranda, Molly Mendoza of Stray, and edited by Bryce Gold and Sean Edgar of Over the Garden Wall as well. Really beautiful, presented in Distillery's really nice, oversized sort of format here. I want to say, how much was this book? Holy shit, I don't even know. It's a $10 book. This is, I'm going to say it. I hate this. Feel like this is cheesy. This is the perfect holiday gift for the comic. And I'm not paid by Distillery. I'm not, once more, we're not bought by any comic book company here. We're just reviewing whatever we want. However,
we can be.
Yes, we can be. Yeah.
We're open.
We're for fucking sale, Distillery. Just so you know. Although we hated life, but for the right price, I'll fucking.
I didn't say hate. I wouldn't say hated.
I mean, anyways, we're for
We
sale.
didn't like.
No,
But we are sellouts.
but we are
we are
sellouts.
willing.
Absolutely. Yes. For fans of Over the Garden Wall, Chronicles of
Yes.
Narnia, Krampus, anybody who's a fan of Something's Killing the Children,
Mhm.
as well. Like this would be kind of a really beautiful, perfect little holiday gift. There's a bunch of different variants. I want to say there's like 6 different variants of this book. This is cover A. But yeah, this is what we'll be discussing in our main event of the evening. Until then, we have a shitload of preamble, and you got to sit through all of our other stuff until we basically, start talking about this book. I gotta
Milk
stop
and eggs.
cursing. I gotta stop cursing. My wife,
Why? Oh,
because my wife saw my clip from last week when we were talking about Wicked, and I bleeped myself out for like socials. This is
Oh.
you're getting the uncut version here live, but I bleeped myself out for our 90-second clips, and her exact response was, "That's too much profanity. Maybe post it on TikTok. Don't post it on Instagram." It's like, what? Like, leave that off of.
I think I honestly don't think that you curse that much. I feel like I curse the most. Sorry.
No, that's me.
I wasn't even here that.
That's
See,
my
secret.
that's my New Year's resolution this upcoming year is to not swear as much.
Nobody's New Year's
I-
resolution is to swear doubly.
Mine is.
Yeah, now
Oh, fuck, it is.
Yeah. What the hell?
The fuck, it's not.
I curse a lot. I don't care. I mean, I don't think it's that bad.
Dude, Stanley did a whole thing about how the F word is like one of the best words in literature.
Yeah, it's a
Truly.
great word.
Truly.
I found myself having conversations with my mother, and I grew up in a household where you don't swear with your mom. And my mom just looked at me and she's like, "You swear all the time. And I was like, I need to stop this.
You know what? I'm like, I'm such a dad now. It's so funny. My nephews, you guys met my nephew. They're like at the age where they're like 14, 15. And like, you can kind of now start getting away with swearing in front of grown-ups and not get like smacked every time kind of thing. And but now I'm like, you guys are doing that. You're doing too much now though. You can't swear.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's just the dad in me where I'm like, hey, you still
Cool
cool it, buddy.
Cool
Not at the table.
I think that we should make swearing not as taboo as it is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I
It's kind of a
still
big
find it
deal.
hilarious. My wife's trying to get me to stop swearing in front of the kids, which is fair. I'm like, okay, because my son started saying like shit, or they're like shit.
That's cute as hell.
That's
What do you mean?
I wanted to not say it was so cute, but yeah, it is.
That's cute.
It's cute when he was like shit, and I just crack up. It's like, no, we can't say that.
Or when they're really little and you don't know if they're saying truck or fuck.
They don't get in trouble though. I just say, hey, that's a grown-up word that only grown-ups can say. It's hilarious, but it's probably not a good idea to say it again. And they don't say it. They're cool about it.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, kids are cool.
That's like, this is like
Swearing's cool.
I'm like, whoa, the gentle parenting just fucking worked.
It fucking worked.
It works sometimes. How was everybody's week? I guess it's like everybody. Diddy, when are we gonna see our videos of you?
Yeah.
Slinging
That
drinks.
is wild because they posted one today.
What?
No.
Yeah.
Dude,
God. Can you?
No, it sucks so bad.
No, I can't say that on the air about your words.
No, they know because they
Oh,
post. Everyone was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I was like, "Oh shit, what happened?"
tell them I'm for hire.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think the people are good, but they film me from a really low angle,
Oh yeah.
so it's all my neck.
Yeah.
And
what do you
then
do
also
with
they
your
did
back?
not like tell me they were gonna film my hair look like crap. I don't know. Everyone, literally 4 people came up to me and they were like, "Sorry."
100%.
But before I even seen it, like
Could they-
people
because
came up
you
to
were-
me and they were like, "Sorry."
Oh, because maybe they Diddy. I'm 100% sure you look amazing, and you're your own worst critic.
Bet.
He's like, get me a drink right now.
Bring me a beer right now.
So
Anyway.
do you not want to put it on the show, or
No, we
what?
can put it on the show. I don't know how we.
I can use my angle. What's the?
Oh, God.
Or send me the share. Text it to me.
Okay.
Text it to me.
Okay, we'll get this at the.
We'll get this.
Ty, you didn't send me your video clip. Ty had a very
Oh.
exciting week. It's all right.
Ah,
You can go on Ty's Instagram and see it.
no, I posted it as a story. So
Come on, dude. Ty
fine. Hold on, I'll
is
get it out.
elusive. You're not seeing Ty shit in real time. You're missing out in the life of Ty because he had an exciting moment at emo night.
Yeah, if you're not
10-year
in my
anniversary of emo
spam-
night.
If you're not.
Just tell us about it, Ty.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have reminded me about that's my bad.
It's my bad. We had like 30 minutes of just sitting around before the show.
Yeah, I was on.
My fault.
I
That
was,
is my fault.
I was online shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's kind of cool is that Emo Night celebrated its 10-year anniversary. So they
Yeah.
had like cool merch, like back of the shirt said 10
What is
fucking years.
What is emo night for the folks that don't know what emo night is?
Yeah, so Emo Night started off with technically 3 DJs. It was Babs, Morgan, and ironically TJ. Not the TJ that we know and love.
No, not our Tommy Jeff.
Not our Tommy Jeff.
No.
I'm not that cool.
All right. It started off as like they kind of noticed, like KTLA 5 even did a little interview with them, but like they basically kind of just mentioned like, hey, we noticed a lot of the bars and clubs weren't playing like emo music, like Chiodos, The Used, Taking Back Sunday, Seosin, Bring Me the Horizon, Paramore, all those amazing bands. So they just started a thing called Taking Back Tuesdays, and it was at bars, and then they finally kind of did like an emo night. Usually took place at the Echoplex.
I remember
in LA.
that.
And I remember the first year they did their anniversary, I was unable to attend because of school. But then I went to the 2nd year anniversary, which was amazing. That was at the Shrine. And then after that, they didn't do any more, because what I went to was called Emo Night Day, which was like their actual festival.
Mhm.
So the 2nd year at the Shrine, I think was the last time they did it. They did anniversary shows. So I have a jacket from the 7-year anniversary.
That's dope.
Yeah, and then this was the 10-year anniversary, so it was kind of cool. They did "God Bless the Echoplex," which was
Does it? You know what is the worst? I'll tell you about this. Is I remember like the emo night when it started because I did go to it at the Echoplex. When it started, it was like a thing of like, hey, remember when we were kids and all this emo music? We need to bring it back and like it's now the 10-year anniversary of that. Hey, remember when we were kids? Remember when is
Right.
yeah. So yeah, and even think about like what's the other festival when we were young?
when we
right?
were young. Yeah,
But it's
same.
but it's like when we were young started when I was a lot younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like when we were young's been around for 10 years now. I was like, fuck, am I just really old? When we
Yes.
were really young.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting for like at least for me because like I'm almost 30, but like my experience with this type of music, I was in 4th grade when my brother kind of introduced me to Finch, Circus Survive.
Your brother's an elder emo.
Yes,
Me and
very
your
much
brother
so.
elder emo.
Like he saw those bands play at Cal State
I
Fullerton.
love that term, by the way. I'm gonna use it for elder emos.
It perfectly describes.
Yeah.
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 No, it was great. God Bless the Echoplex was great. For those that remember the band Millionaires, the original Scene Queens, they were DJing and I was up on the booth and Melissa Millionaire reached out and I grabbed my hand and we started singing and
And Ty's got like video footage, so it's like a POV of Ty's hand reaching out to Melissa from the Millionaires, and they're like singing along. And I'm just like, and then you also got to jump on stage at some other thing and like scream.
Yeah, so like that same so what's cool about the Echoplex is that they have like I mean Pablo remembers it's like a smaller stage, so you get to actually be up there with
it's a great venue. Yeah,
it's a great little venue. Like remember back day in the original emo nights, like Post Malone and like Demi Lovato, which Demi Lovato actually was there just upstairs watching the other bands play. But yeah,
I don't know. Such a crazy life, Ty.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't associate Demi Lovato with anything emo. Is she
they
I remember when Demi Lovato was like, she was like a Disney Channel star, wasn't she? And
I can't remember what one she was in, but
you're saying Demi Lovato's they?
Yes.
Okay.
They, sorry.
Okay. When Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
Well, their favorite dish is a mug.
When they were getting started, what? When they were getting started, I was just like, oh, this is like not. I don't know. It just seemed like Disney Channel pop shit, and it used to be like let's roll our eyes as far back into our heads as possible and say, play the Taking Back Sunday, fuckers.
Well, it's funny because they did an album and it was like a rock album. I think they covered a song, and then recently they have a song with a band that did play at Emo Night Day. They're called Royal and the Serpent. They're really cool. So like that she does like they do a lot of like cover songs together.
There you go.
And you know, Demi Lovato's just like an elder emo. Like a lot of those,
yeah.
A lot of like
Demi
even
Lovato's probably in the scene, but then just having in front of the camera be Demi Lovato, the Disney Channel star, not Demi Lovato, the now elder emo. Well, hats off to you, Demi.
Yeah.
Their favorite dish is a mug.
Ty, you need to post that video.
I will.
That just needs to be a reel, dude.
Yeah.
How is that not a reel on your thing?
Listen.
Why is it
put
right
the pressure
now?
on you
Right now.
Why aren't you posting this? It's this very moment so everybody can just see this.
I know. Well, you asked about the screaming.
Oh yes, you can play a video actually on your phone.
I can't. I just gotta find it because I have like so many videos.
Ty's living the life, y'all. I'm
every single week. You're like, "How's your week?" And I'm like,
yeah. Rock
and Ty's
with
like,
Sylvester
I went to
Stallone.
like 30 concerts, and yeah.
You're living a good life, Ty.
You live a crazy life, my friend.
Keep up the great work. Yeah, are we moving it? Are you looking for the video or are we moving to news and stuff?
Well, I want to know about Olivia. Oh, I guess it was the video, right?
Oh, I sent it to you.
Oh, you did?
Oh, you're gonna play the video really quick before moving to news and stuff?
Oh my!
I'm telling you guys.
But you sent it like on Instagram?
Oh, on Instagram.
Okay, no worries.
Oh my goodness, Ty.
I don't know how to do it.
Listen.
I don't know what else to do.
Do you know how to use?
Okay, here we go. Do I know how to use my phone now?
All right, we got this.
I'm gonna like zoom in.
Above shot here.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Oh, I cannot wait.
What?
I just took a screenshot, so I was trying to increase the volume.
These Irish cream and our house-made espresso. Come in and enjoy this delicious drink only at Hook and Anchor.
The camera's going out.
Oh, you gotta wiggle that
Espresso
cable more.
martini at Hook and Anchor.
I don't know
It
what's going on
features
over there.
Bryce espresso vodka mixed
Oh,
with
Well, you guys
It
kind
keeps
of
going. I'm in hell.
It's the phone is possessing
this delicious
the phone, and
drink.
it's glitching everything out.
This is literally hell.
Espresso martini. Bryce espresso vodka.
Well, all right, you can check out the video, I guess, on the Hook and Anchor's Instagram channel.
That was so horrific. I hope you guys know. Hearing that like 4 times in a row. And it just flashes of me. It was like a horror movie.
That's a stylized approach. Just check your connections on the.
Honestly, Ty, you
on the
should
back.
direct. You're the new Ari Aster over there.
We're
Oh,
professionals over here, folks.
you might.
News and stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's every time I'm.
Kill me.
We're not journalists, but we keep our ears at the nerdy streets. Sometimes we read articles, sometimes we read headlines. Most of the times, just the headlines. This is news and stuff.
Espresso martini.
I gotta go. I
We
have to go.
we have a lot of ant stuff. That's kind of ant stuff in there. Oh man, I'm sorry. They tell them me and Ty are available. We'll come and fix up their social. Tell them we're used.
I'm wearing sunglasses, but I'm crying.
What's that?
I'm mad at you guys.
What's the handle? Is it at Hook and Anchor?
No. I don't know what it is. It's nothing.
We'll post it to our stories.
Right here, it's right here.
Yeah, that's
God
that's cool though, Diddy. Whatever. You're featured.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
It's cool. You're slinging drinks.
It's cool. Yeah, I'm slinging drinks all day long.
Oh man. All right. We're gonna get to.
Yep. Anything else?
Here we go. Chris Evans has been cast in a mystery role for Avengers Doomsday. This just not just announced. I guess this has been announced for a few 2 days now. October 9th, broken by Variety. Chris is circling an appearance in Avengers Doomsday. It's looking like Chris Evans will return in Avengers Doomsday. The actor's best known for Marvel fans is playing Steve Rogers, aka Captain America. And he's circling another appearance alongside of his other former co-star, Robert Downey Jr., who, as we know, will be coming back as Dr. Doom for some reason. Obviously, Marvel really playing the hits. And I'm not saying that in a snarky ways. Like, they're playing the hits that they have. They're like, hey, the Russos, and I love all those guys, Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans.
Yeah, bring him back.
Bring him back. But I'm
going to watch it. It's going to be fun. It's
Take money.
going to be a good time. But
Absolutely.
also, a little hacky.
It's a
Why retire all these people and then bring them back just because they know that those are the guys?
It sounds like Disney's having a bit of a crisis, even in the world of Pixar. I think with apparently insiders, and this is just what I've fallen down the rabbit hole of TikTok.
Oh, I'm with you, but
you know what
get
they're
into it.
Yeah, when they talk about the same-sex kiss in Lightyear is what a lot of executives at Disney are blaming for
The downfall of
of Pixar.
Yeah, and they're saying that, movies like Luca, Enchanted.
Luca is fantastic, by the way.
I know. It's all fantastic.
Fantastic.
Enchanted, not.
Is it Enchanted? You're at the door.
My ADD.
Yeah, I know. They're blaming a lot of stuff, which is weird because
Encanto.
all those things are why would you blame any of that stuff
They're
on
saying
anything
Encanto
other than the
and
pandemic?
Luca. Yeah, exactly. But those are some of their best movies, in my opinion.
Remember we were locked up? Oh, yeah. Remember we were all locked up and we weren't able to go to the movies? And
Yeah.
that's basically, I feel like why all those films flopped.
Yeah.
Come
But
on.
also, they're some of the best movies that they've done. Hey, Aunt Wendy.
My mother-in-law is stepping into the studio audience here. Hi, memes.
So, what's
The-
going on around here? Setting it up, I see.
Yeah, we're talking about Chris. This is why I imagine that Disney's doing this. 'Cause they're like, let's not take any more. No, they're trying not to take any more risks, I think. And they're specifically like, hey, we're not risking anything. No, they're not nothing about mother-in-law.
You always with mothers. We already know about that.
They do. Disney loves killing moms. That's
They
true.
do, and parents all together.
All right. This is
I think that's why they're doing it too.
in a
Yeah.
nutshell, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing with dads only in the Lion King.
Okay. We did comments from the peanut gallery apparently.
Just saying, hey.
Hi, Wendy. I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Goodbye. This is news that should surprise nobody. Sony is reportedly giving up on its expanded Spider-Man universe.
Sorry.
Rana?
Yeah, Madam Web and
Yeah.
what other ones?
Craven, Venom.
Oh yeah.
Morbius.
Wait,
Morbius.
Craven hasn't even come out yet, right?
It's coming.
So
Whether we like it or not.
Yeah, it's all right.
I think there was wasn't AV Clue. Who was it that talked about
But Taylor Johnson, what's his name?
Aaron
Aaron
Ta-
Taylor Johnson's
yeah.
going to be in Craven.
yeah.
Could be good
I mean,
because of him.
it's rated R, and I
Ooh.
really like. I mean, there was a Red Band
Say
trailer
less.
where he's literally biting a guy's ear off. I'm like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah,
Is it though?
I mean, like,
Is it though?
I don't know.
so here's what's hard. Here's what's hard for me.
I don't
I
know.
just played because it came out this year. Spider-Man 2, the video game, which is amazing. One of the main villains is Craven. So people are very familiar who Craven is and what he looks like in the comic and the video game. I don't think Aaron Taylor Johnson looks like him, but the style that he's kind of going for, like,
Just wanted to wear that cool jacket,
he's
yeah.
too hot.
that vest.
yeah.
He's
and
too
like-
hot. They cast too hot.
Yes.
And he did,
Craven, should be an old
Yeah.
disgruntled guy, right?
What are you talking about?
yeah.
Taylor Johnson.
But
Yeah.
he's, he had like a really good, I mean, it's Marvel budget, so workout regimen. Yeah, I can't talk.
Regimen.
So he really committed to the bit. I mean, like, he looks ripped. He
Why couldn't he done that for? Why couldn't they have not called this Craven the Hunter though? Why couldn't this just have been like Aaron the Hunter or just the hunty dude? who's-
Make a new movie.
Just make a
Why
new-
is
yeah.
why does that have to be like?
yeah.
It could be derivative of Craven the
It
Hunter.
could,
It could've been- it could've
you
been
could be
Craven's son.
inspired by that.
It could be I don't know. It could have been anything. But the biggest
He's way too young and hot
you're
to be Craven, honestly.
the biggest kind of thing from this story from the rap talks about at Brazil's prestigious Comic-Con experience, CCXP. I don't know much about Brazil's Comic-Con, so I don't know how huge it is, but it says on Sunday, Sony Pictures surprise panel for Craven the Hunter, the studio's latest non-Spider-Man Marvel movie, played to rows of empty seats, according to individuals in attendance. There were no stars and not that many fans, just silence where superhero hype would have been.
Oh shit.
Which is like, damn,
That is a
whoever wrote that article,
They are-
get in there. Humberto Gonzalez. Humberto's like fucking,
damn salty.
yeah. Where there should have been superhero hype, there wasn't shit. And then
Empty. The way he describes it is so sick. He's just like
it's pretty intense.
empty seats.
It's pretty intense.
Okay, calm down.
But yes,
Like you said, how big is that Comic-Con usually?
I don't know. I don't know anything about CCXP. God, Tommy,
Charlie
Jeff?
X.
Charlie, I don't know how big but it says it's their prestige. It's a big enough convention for Sony to surprise people with their surprise panel. Or
Yeah, and what was that article on? What
280,000 people.
what'd you say?
It's big.
280,000, 250,000 people attended this Comic
Are you
Con in
serious?
Brazil. That nobody showed up to the Craven surprise screening.
Oof, the boof.
Sorry, look, we know.
Listen, get over it. Like you said, you could have just made not a Craven movie.
I think Ty said they're going to focus all their energy onto the Spider-Verse, which is
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
That's all of your budget should go into that. Clearly, give
Mhm.
Miller and Lord all the money.
That's right.
and let them make some cool shit, original shit.
Yes,
And keep
please.
collaborating with Marvel.
They don't get it. They're like, oh, they love the multiverse stuff. Let's just like go all out. Let's just do everything ever. And it's like, just calm down. That's why they're bringing back all these stars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just go too hard, and then they
Studios don't
reel
get it.
back.
You know who
They don't
gets
get-
it?
us.
We get it. James
Me.
Gunn. James Gunn gets
James Gunn get it.
it. So I'm very excited to see what comes out of that.
That's gonna be so awesome.
And you know
I
what's
know it.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I said I know it.
I say what's interesting about this whole Sony thing, and if the voice above wants to fact check me on this, from my understanding, whatever Sony does in terms of like expanded characters,
Mhm.
Marvel Studios cannot use them.
Oh, so they're
Really?
Yeah,
they're trying to clinch all the.
the big names.
Oh, so maybe that's the strategy. Is like, hey, we're gonna. Yeah, I'm surprised. I guess they,
Sweep them up.
Sweep
yeah.
them up. I think that's what they're hoping for. It's like hopefully this movie will be really good. And
I
then
think the only
they'll have to strike a deal.
good one would be
Yeah.
Venom. I think would be that.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Venom and Carnage are probably
Carnage.
the only characters that Marvel's really. It's like we can do without Madam Web and Kraven and
Right.
Morbius.
Yeah, I can't see them bringing them over.
Although I think Morbius could be a cool character,
Hmm.
but I don't know.
But not.
It's because it's that deal they have
Leto.
with Spider-Man and Tom Holland. It's like Sony and Marvel have to like split the money, and if they want any of those other characters, they're gonna have to do the same thing.
I don't know who would be in charge of this. I would imagine it'd be Sony, not Disney, but
Right.
follow in the footsteps of X-Men 97 and give me a continuation of the
Mm.
Spider-Man animated series.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I would lose my mind. And I think a lot of Spider-Man fans out there would lose their mind over a continuation. That ride still exists in Universal Orlando's Islands of Adventure. They still have a Spider-Man ride, which is in the vein of the Transformers ride here in Universal Studios Hollywood. That is basically like a Spider-Man animated series ride. And it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think I've been on that one.
It is so awesome. And I just wrote it not too long ago. And I'm just like, man, I just miss these versions of these characters. And I would just be so on board with.
To circle back to the actors with DC and Marvel,
Mhm.
it is based off their contract.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
There you go.
That is promising. Sometime.
So you're saying there's a chance?
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's
Uh,
always a chance.
this is definitely the weirdest bit of news that we got.
yes.
I
This
don't.
is wild, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Bear star, Jeremy Allen White, joins the Mandalorian and Grogu as Jabba the Hutt's son. What I what I did find out about this is that it is he's going to be voicing him,
Hmm.
not going to be Jeremy Allen
Not
White in
pres-
practical effects or something.
Damn.
Like he's.
I was so interested in that.
Which
though. I was so interested in
He
that.
shows up in an apron.
which I
I don't want to be a drug lord, Dad. I want to be a chef.
is so I didn't watch what he was in Clone Wars or in Rebels or which one was it?
So it was the very first Clone Wars movie, and that went to theaters. That's where we are first introduced to a very young Ahsoka Tano,
Mhm.
and she is supposed to be Obi-Wan's new apprentice, but she makes it very clear. I'm, very nice to meet, it's an honor to meet you, Master Kenobi, but I'm actually assigned to
Anakin.
Anakin, Mr. Sky, and he's not a master. That's like the big joke. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Skywalker, Commander
Did you say-
Skywalker.
I was gonna say, did you say Mr. Skywalker?
Mr. Skywalker.
Not Master Skywalker, Mr. Skywalker.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Skywalker.
Yeah.
And I was like really confused. I'm like, how is Anakin gonna have an apprentice after episode 3? And I was like trying to like figure it out. But Clone Wars was a fantastic series.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
But it was the first time you meet Ahsoka. They have a mission. They have to rescue Jabba the Hutt's son to prevent another war.
he was just a little baby. He was a
Is
nugget.
he-
He's like a little round ball.
Yeah, he be looking like Jabba
Does he
the Hutt.
talk though? Is he like?
He cries.
I said he's like
he
a
does
baby.
baby noises. Yeah. So I don't know how many years. I mean, this is after obviously the Empire Strikes. Or
Does he look like
Return
the
of the
little
Jedi.
worm in Labyrinth that's like,
I like
hello?
So now he's all grown up though. I guess we talked about. I guess did he? You should have been here last week. What's
I know.
the guy who voices Hey Alan Tudyk?
Oh,
Tud-
Alan Tudyk, yeah.
Is that his name? Tudyk?
Yeah, he
Okay.
was on Firefly.
Yes.
Resident Alien.
I guess this kind of falls in the same vein of Alan Tudyk and
He looks like
Vin
the-
Diesel.
King Candy. He plays King Candy.
He plays a lot of stuff.
His voice acting is crazy.
I mean, hey. Hold on, wait, pull up the nugget again. Look at this little thing.
Yeah, it
Imagine
looks like the
this.
little worm in Labyrinth that's like, hello.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I just need this
That's what
thing
it
in
looks
an
like.
apron. I need hands.
Yeah. Hands, yeah.
Hands.
You know,
Dude, if
but,
this thing worked in a
Robert
diner-
Pattinson was a voice in like a Hayao Miyazaki's latest
Yes.
movie.
Yeah, he was like the heron.
He was
The
the
Heron?
heron.
Yeah.
And he does so good, like insane. And I'm like, dang, voice acting should have been on the table for you a long time ago. So you don't know. I'm just picturing I'm picturing Lip from Shameless just being like Jabba the Hutt's son, but maybe he's actually a good voice actor. Who knows?
We'll see.
I haven't seen his range.
Right.
We'll
I'm
see.
not. I wish David was here because I don't have the knowledge of this. I don't know
David!
the aging process for the Hutts, like, right? Because
Yeah.
like Yoda's like 1,000,000 years old,
Right.
but like how fast do the Hutts age? So is he going to still be a baby? Is he going to be a teenager?
I,
Little teenage. I like teenage Groot. I am Groot.
yeah, yeah. I don't know how this is gonna work, but I do hope that. I mean, just like you can like the Rocket, like Bradley
Yeah.
Cooper's Rocket Raccoon, Alan Tudyk. It's
Yeah,
like,
you never know.
you don't know what he's gonna come up with. So
His
obviously,
range might be crazy.
It's just weird though, because I just really want to see some practical makeup on this man.
Honestly, do it.
What if he's just like,
But it's just
himself?
he's just yeah.
like a smooth job of a smooth hut?
Dude, I'm saying this.
And he's just like, oh God, I need a cigarette.
Yeah.
just a,
It's like, yeah, that's a baby.
Yeah,
Okay.
no man is his own father, you know? Just say the holdovers. Anyway, anyways, good movie. And then last bit of news for the week. Austin Butler set to star as Patrick Bateman in the American Psycho remake directed by, was it Luca Guadagnino? Is that, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Look, the guy from Challengers and like Call Me by Your Name and Suspiria and
Mhm. So we're gonna get a really hot version of American Psycho.
was Christian Bale
gonna-
not hot?
It's gonna be hotter.
it's gonna be yeah.
I'm just saying, like this director,
I'm
it's gonna
What-
be more erotic. I think.
American Psycho. I guess I don't know if I don't know enough to say, like, was this based on a book or something?
Yes.
Is there an American Psycho book?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Actually, extremely feminist,
Is it?
Mhm.
Well, yeah.
written by a woman.
I'm gonna assume
very
they're probably gonna
feminist.
delve a little bit more into the detail that they didn't go
I think
into
that they'll
the
get more
2000s
into
movie.
it. Yeah, exactly.
I'm for it. I love the original.
Which guys, okay, so you didn't read the book then,
No,
obviously.
no.
But you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Do you think
Bunch
that
of
he
times.
killed those people or did not kill those people?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not the person to ask that.
But what's your thoughts? Like you watched the movie. What do you think?
I don't know. There's so many arguments in both directions, but I tell you, I love that question being the question that kind of ends that story, which is why I'm one of the few people that loves the Sopranos ending. Right? I mean, I just love the Sopranos. I'm a fanboy Mark for Sopranos, but
How's it end? Spoil.
oh, it just cuts to black.
Oh,
It's one of the
so
most.
you don't know.
I
like-
can't spoil it for you
what
because it's fucking
happens.
25 years old or something.
That's what I'm saying.
No, like it builds a lot of tension within a scene.
Mm.
and it cuts to black, and it's the most infamous ending of any series. And I mean, obviously there's a lot of controversial endings like Lost, but I think The Sopranos does it the most
Oh, the
brilliant. Like
the air escaping.
Game of
So
Thrones,
mad about Lost.
Dexter, all these things.
I was
But
never committed to
The
it.
Sopranos is fantastically brilliant of an ending, in my opinion. But I don't want to
Yeah,
dive
we
too
got
deep
no
into it.
movies on.
But I like. Oh yeah, I had. This was not a movie. This is actually Pee-wee's Christmas special playing in the background.
I love
I-
TV's Christmas special.
I love that ending in general. You don't know.
yeah.
And that's what makes the movie almost timeless in a way. It keeps it.
Ty, what do you think? What do you
Did he do it, Ty?
Fixing my hat. Sorry.
do you think that he killed those people or do you think he did not?
I
Remember when
want
he
to say
tried to feed the cat to the ATM machine?
yeah.
You think they'll do that with Awesome Mother?
It's been so long since I've seen it. I just I want to say yes, but I need to rewatch it with fresh eyes because I was a little.
You think he did it?
Did I think he did it?
Yeah, you think he's actually killing those people? Anybody? Does anybody in the chat?
Potentially.
You said yes.
did
you
he
think
do
he-
it?
so?
I think so.
I
You
don't
think he
think he
does it?
did.
You okay?
I think it's a yeah, maybe like yeah, I guess that could be the discussion is like it's a weird kind of fantasy of
It's-
the like
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like one of
toxic
those.
male.
It's one of those things. Like I'm not willing to like die on this. So like I'm open to like why do you think he didn't do it? Like I'm open to that. Like you could probably persuade me.
I just think that he is like going through, like he's in psychosis and he's like literally going insane.
Yeah.
And that he's imagining all of it. Like it's his fantasy. He wants to have done those things, but he didn't actually do any of them.
Possible.
Yeah.
So no, the shiny chainsaw underneath the on top of the escort.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's all our news. Anybody have any more news and stuff before I dive into this Christmas holiday movie 12? I don't want to say the top 12, but anything? Did we miss anything? There's a few things that we missed that were
Yeah.
just like, that's not news. Disney's going to make a live action Tangled. Ty said at the beginning, he's like, oh, should we talk about this? I'm like, Disney's going to make a live action of all of their movies. That should be the
everything.
news.
Yeah.
That's just the latest.
Next, we're gonna
victim.
get a Mother Gothel like redemption live action.
Apology to her.
Bleh. Yeah.
origin
I'm
story.
over it.
Yeah, starring Sydney Sweeney,
Yeah.
Oh,
which I will go watch. I will go see that.
I mean, it's Sydney Sweeney. How do you
Yeah.
not go see that?
I would go see it.
I like to call her Titney Sweeney.
Stop.
What? I said Titney.
I just hope in the new American Psycho they just do the whole. Let's see Alan's card.
Let's see Paul Allen's
Paul
card.
Allen's card.
Man, one of the best lines, and this is what's tough about this is like, but I guess that they also remade Suspiria, which I never saw because Suspiria was just like, it's a piece of cinematic history almost,
Right.
in my opinion. And I feel like American Psycho is kind of the same way. It's like
Mhm.
it's such a weird and quotable film, and obviously a standout film of that time. That it's so hard. It's like remaking
think-
Citizen Kane, but I'm sure at some point a
Yeah.
fucking studio will remake Citizen Kane. But it's sometimes I think Kevin
I think
Smith.
there's movies that you shouldn't remake and you don't have to remake.
Like Back to the Future.
Yes.
Like-
A million. But I think that as good as the original of that movie is, that I think the story could, like, you could go more
Expand
off
on
the
it.
you could go more off the book, and you know what I mean.
Have some more play with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's an untouchable movie.
But I don't know. But don't just look at it. Eat it. Is that going to be in the? Is that going to be?
You're
in the-
always gonna have the original.
Yes, I know. And but the thing is and I think Quentin Tarantino and I think even Kevin Smith said that they're like, I've seen that story already. So there's like, I love that version of the movie so much. That's like, and Kevin Smith was talking about with David Lynch's Dune. He's like, that was such an integral part of my cinematic, like, kind of like shaping. He's like, I'm a fan of, and it's like, he knows that the new ones are good, but the David Lynch Dune made such an impression. Right.
That is definitely a movie that could have been remade.
I'm
like-
totally okay with it. That's what Kevin Smith is.
Yeah, because it's like
But I understand
he has like a
that.
nostalgic connection to it. But
Tarantino even said that, I think, with something. He's like, I've seen that already.
yeah, but Dune, you could definitely remake Dune.
Yeah, you can remake it.
I'm sorry, David Lynch. I'm a huge fan, but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
could
yeah.
definitely
I mean, they're making a
That-
TV series.
that
so.
movie's not untouchable
Yeah.
at all
Yeah.
for me.
No, it's not. for
I'm
sure.
a huge Dune fan,
But
but
I mean, it's American Psycho. I don't know. I'm saying I understand it now.
Yeah.
I understand. It's like I've seen this already. It's like I don't need
I
to
don't
see
know.
it.
You haven't read the book though. I think that they could do a lot more.
All right, we'll see. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I'll probably see it.
Yeah.
I'll probably see it.
But it is a man directing it.
but he's a great director.
He is,
Womp
but I don't
Oh, you're
think
saying it needs
that.
a female director.
Well, yeah, it's written by a female. The first director was a female. I think
Yeah,
that it needs a female perspective. So it is kind of weird that a man's making
Yeah,
it.
Mary
That's all
Harron
I'm
was the
saying.
original director on it, and I kind of tried to look up Mary Harron's other cinematic. I don't know, she didn't have a lot of. That's like her biggest
She directed like a lot of like TV, like
She directed that
one-
Notorious Betty Page movie,
Mhm.
which I
Oh
think
my
was
Oh
great.
yeah,
She directed a few episodes of like television series, Big Love, L Word.
she's on, like 6 feet under,
Oz.
I think.
Mm-hmm. I Shot Andy Warhol in '96, but that came out before that. He did that Late Show. Oh yeah, I guess a few episodes of the Late Show. But honestly, American Psycho is kind of, she did the TV and a Nicole Smith movie. Yeah, and American Psycho is like her biggest
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me because that film was such a standout, but I guess I don't remember how it was received in the box office or critically, but I feel like she should have had a much bigger career, or I don't know, maybe she's happy with it. I don't know. I have questions.
Maybe she did it and just was like, all right, I did it. Bye.
She should, yeah, this was it. Later, riding off into the sunset. No, because she has work after that, but
Mhm.
I feel like that was such a standout movie for that time. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
come on, are you not like more well-known director? But not everybody, I guess, who's a director wants to be a well-known director. Who knows? So there could be a want factor in there. But I have a lot of questions. But you're
Mhm.
right. Why not a female director for this one?
Well, yeah, because it's such a it is so from a female's perspective, actually, in like the book and like reading it and also watching it, it's a feminist story, and that's my concern. I don't care about being remade and like Austin Butler, hell yeah, I think it'll be really good, but I'm like, I don't know.
The problem could be is that you're right. In that first one, I feel like it does say a lot. And I guess the problem could be that you are going to turn this character into somebody who maybe is wrongfully seen as a hero kind of thing, like the Joker. Like
Exactly.
that first Joaquin Phoenix
Or
Joker
like
movie, where everybody was like,
Scarface.
great. It's like, no, you're not meant to like that character.
Yeah,
Or
well,
like
like
Scarface.
Scarface, right? Like,
Or like Tyler
everybody's
Durden.
like, oh my god, Scarface, and like in Idaho, like everyone had like posters of like Al Pacino as Scarface, and I'm like, do you not get that? Okay, you don't get it. You don't get the movie.
You're not supposed to. Yeah, he's a villain. He's a
Yeah,
bad
he's
guy.
a really bad guy.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to like him. So that's my thing with them remaking it, because I mean, but people even misunderstand the first one. They
Yeah.
So
People misunderstand Fight Club. I feel like that's
Yeah.
like the most
100%.
misunderstood movie.
100%.
100%.
So that's
So yeah, yeah. My fear too is like from a male's perspective, telling that story, they might like, idolize the guy and tell it in a specific way that's not actually.
we'll see. I want to say
We'll see.
I want to say no. I wanna
The
say this.
original is amazing.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how you do, Austin Butler. We'll see if I go see it in theaters. Probably not. I'll wait for it to come to digital
Mhm.
or to Max.
But I
whoever's
do love
producing it.
him.
Yeah, good for him. Good for you, Austin Butler.
Yeah.
You're making good choices in your acting career. Appreciate it.
Wait. Do the Elvis voice, but Jason Bateman quotes.
I don't-
Who's doing?
I can't do it.
Wait.
Austin Butler can make.
Wait. Say a quote that Bateman says.
Like, let's see Paul Allen's card. Or is it, let's see Paul Allen's
Let's see how
card.
cool.
Yeah, 'cause you know-
I can't
Let's
do
see
it.
Paul Allen's card. Do you like Huey Lewis in the news?
Yeah, because when Dune was coming out, I was like, keep hearing about this poem with Maud Deeb character. Mama, I keep hearing about this Paul Deeb.
This Paul Atreides over here, yeah. He's supposed to be my cousin.
They say, Moby, what? I was like, what? Somebody did a really good impression of it, and I was like, damn, that's good.
That's funny. Okay.
He still has that accent.
So before we get into this haul, I since we're in the holiday spirit, as you can see, look, we got Olivia's got tree next to her. Ty's got wreaths behind him. He's wearing the elf hat. I'm wearing the Merry Little Glizmas shirt as seen on Tommy Jeff last week. I really wanted to. So this is where this all came from. I saw Dear Santa, the Jack Black Santa movie
Oh,
on Paramount Plus. Have you seen
is
it?
No, I've never seen it. Is
Do
it
you-
new? Or
It's
no?
new.
It's new.
Ty knows about it.
Yep.
It's like about a little kid who's like writing a letter to Santa Claus
Yep.
and is dyslexic. He's literally got dyslexia and he spells Satan.
Oh,
and he drops the letter in this magical Santa box, and it doesn't go to Santa. It goes to Satan.
Wait,
And
did I send you guys that meme, or did someone in our group send that meme?
I don't know
what,
Oh.
what Santa
did-
and Satan.
Yeah, it's like a little. It's like a Satan getting all of the dyslexic kids.
Oh,
cards.
letters?
And it's like the Ryan Gosling meme where he's like he has like, the glasses on. And he's like,
Yeah, well, then somebody took that meme and made it into a movie with Jack Black. And also he was also a joke in Detroit Rock City. If you ever seen that movie, Santa, Satan, same guy.
well,
But yeah, Jack Black.
he is Faye.
Yeah,
Santa
whatever
is
that
Faye.
means. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Getting into
We'll
the
get into
Yule
it.
lore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Jack Black comes and it says he's gonna grant 3 wishes for this kid. He's like, I never get letters. Thank you.
3 wishes for you.
3
Oh.
wishes. And he's like, don't genies do that? And he's like, they stole that from me. They stole- so it kind of seems like they were making it up as they went along. It's like it feels like every season of American Horror Story. Like it just like kind of starts out, oh, funny concept, and then like you just start breaking the own rules that you've established and set in your world, and it's like kind of that effect of like, oh, this was all a dream or something stupid. But it's not.
Oh,
it's
it's gonna
not all
piss
a
me
dream.
off.
It does. It pisses me off because then they look. I mean, I'm gonna spoil it for you. They throw in like in the 3rd act, they throw in the fact that this kid's parents have been bickering the entire thing, and they throw in that it's because they had a second son that died in a mysterious accident. And
Oh.
I know it's like it's just like it's tossed in the 3rd act. They're like, yeah, ever since what's his name died, it's like, wow, this whole time you didn't tell me this kid that we're following on loving is like had a dead brother element in here. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird. I can't even believe this is the same movie that I just
Okay.
start describing to you.
It's
Look,
interesting.
but it kind of it does. There's like sweetness and something really good in it. And then also, just like I said, it just seemed like they were making up the story as they went along. But then you're like, oh, if they would have said, hey, we made this up as we were filming, I would have been like, fuck yeah, that was great. That was
Yeah.
impressive. But as
You got there.
Yeah, look at you. You figured it out. But as somebody who knows what the filmmaking process is and that how you cannot do that, or
Yeah.
maybe they did, who knows? Yeah, it's a little weird.
Jarring.
I'll tell you, it was worth watching. Out of the 2 Christmas movies that I also saw, Red One. It was the other one that I saw with The Rock and J.K. Simmons as Buff Santa.
Oh.
Chris Evans.
And out of the 2, I told Ty, out of the 2, I'll take Red One. Out of the 2 Christmas movies that I've seen so far, Red One versus Dear Santa, I'll take Red One.
Okay.
But they're both fine if you want to watch some sort of Christmas shit. But in doing that, I was like, I need a palate cleanser. So I made a list of palate cleansing Christmas movies, and I narrowed it down to 12. So here's 12 Christmas movies you should watch this Christmas.
Okay, give it to me.
Okay, but there's precursor here. There's preamble. It's not a horror movie or an action movie because that shit's not Christmas. I'm sorry, that's not a Christmas movie. All right, those are movies that would be appreciated to watch.
Debatable.
Look,
Die Hard,
Die Hard.
is a Christmas
Yeah.
movie.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying that I'm throwing in Christmas movies that would be appropriate to watch with all family members.
Okay.
So no Die Hard, no Batman Returns, no Lethal Weapon, no Nightmare Before Christmas. Although,
You can watch.
look,
What?
no Gremlins.
What?
Not watching Eyes Wide Shut with my family.
All right,
But Nightmare Before Christmas is
Yes, that's on everybody's list. I think Nightmare Before Christmas is more of a Halloween movie, personally.
that is a Christmas movie.
Okay.
I don't even watch it at Halloween. That's a Christmas movie. I will
Um,
die on that hill.
Okay, but this is
Give us
this
the list.
is the parameters.
Okay.
Okay, so and the reason I even wrote it in here, I said those nerd debates have been had too many times in too many other podcasts.
Get
and at
over
water
it. I'm gonna-
coolers across the country, and we're not going to do that here on the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. We're not.
So
gonna,
you made the list,
We're not
and
gonna
we're not
debate
allowed
these
to
things.
argue about the list. You made it though.
This isn't
Oh,
a democracy
yeah.
anymore.
Oh,
Wow.
It really isn't.
You
I'm
are
gonna-
a dictator.
I'm gonna
We need to
explain-
Guess what?
reevaluate this.
It's CEO season. You better watch it.
We don't take kindly to your kind of
Typical Leo.
Oh shit. Okay.
You better watch yourself.
I'm also excluding all the Peanuts movies from this ranking.
I'm okay with
Wow,
that.
That's
this is
okay.
a Cardinal
Well, because
sin.
there's
Oh wait,
This is the Cardinal sin right now.
and
Gremlins and Peanuts.
and I'm also excluding all the Rankin and Bass, like The Year Without Santa Claus, Rudolph, because those are.
What is your list? You need to say the list.
What are the
Here's why those
I'm
movies.
pissed.
Those I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying those are
No.
a given. Those are a given
Okay, so-
in your Christmas list.
Those are given.
Yeah, those are.
I need to hear this list.
Those are a given, right? There.
And there's two that
Alright,
I will
so-
say that if they're not on the list, then
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
in
leave.
his 12 days of Christmas, he's gonna have Elf for all 12 of them.
I'm also.
It's Elf every time.
There's one on here. I went through like 100 best Christmas movies and did all that because I was like, let me make my list. Let me see what the like critics and like all the people in Letterboxd and all this shit say. Apparently, one of the movies I need to watch that I haven't seen is Jingle Jangle. We'll see. I might like it. I also wrote a list of Shut the Fuck Up, Friday After Next, Anything Ernest Saves Christmas, Miracle on 34th Street, Love Actually, A Christmas Story, Bad Santa, It's a Wonderful Life, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and Home Alone are also because those are so obvious.
Those are off. Those are off.
Those are off.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang though, I watch that almost every Christmas.
Yeah.
wait, Jingle Jangle, the 2020 movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't seen it.
I had to look it up. It's this.
Yeah, but it's gotten a lot of really positive reviews. and
Oh, I
stuff.
have not seen that. I
I've
do
not
want to
seen
see
it.
it though.
Yes.
It looks good.
I'm gonna give first of all, I'll give three. I have three honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. Okay.
Daddy's Home 2, which
That's
is
it.
look, it's a fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
under the radar, funny fucking movie. That is very Christmassy. The Holdovers, but the Holdovers takes place on
That's
Christmas.
your honorable mention. The Holdovers.
Have you seen The Holdovers?
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's a great coming of age story. It's a story for
I'm
young boys, I think.
Mad.
For young gentlemen.
I'm mad right now.
And then Edward Scissorhands. But
Yes.
Edward Scissorhands
Yes.
isn't
It-
really Christmas even to me. I don't know.
I watch that every Christmas.
Okay,
That
here we
is-
go.
Your list is
This is in
making
no
me mad.
this is in no order. I'm not-
Okay.
He
No
checked
order.
it twice.
there's no order. But okay, so for me, and firstly, the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special has become canon in my Christmas.
I can agree with that. I'll give you that.
I will agree, but
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon, why not?
Yeah, Kevin Bacon, the music, the original music. Plus, James Gunn makes a playlist for films like nobody's business, man. That
does.
playlist is just like a no skip record. He's got like freaking the Christmas wrapping on there, and there's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No, I'll give you that because when that came out, my brother had that on his Christmas playlist, and my niece and nephew were singing the "Santa's a Creep," the song that they
Mhm.
wrote.
oh yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning. where they-
Rain. That's what are the what's the name of that band? It's like the old 50,
Yeah.
the old 45s or something like that. Great song. Yeah, Santa is a furry freak with epic superpowers. Yeah, it's a good song. Okay, Elf. So these are
Fair.
12 movies. Okay, let me start this over. 12 things to
Okay, that's
watch.
fair.
12 days of Christmas. Elf, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Elf's Fair. And Elf,
Elf is
this is
fair.
also why I was like, let me remove the Rankin and Bass sort of things as well, because Elf is kind of a homage to that. These are modern movies. I feel like kids that are like I'm trying to also think of like what's appealing to everybody. My 5 and 6-year-old aren't going to sit through It's a Wonderful Life.
this
Well,
is
they
an
said through,
insane list.
All right.
Will they sit through a Miracle on 34th Street though?
Not the original, maybe the one with the little Matilda girl. Okay.
I've never seen that one. I've only watched. the
All right.
original.
So Elf, Guardians of the Galaxy. We were playing this earlier. Ty says he's like, I've seen this movie, all of it, in chunks, not in chronological order, which everybody has. If you've seen it in that way, I've seen it in its entirety. But Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Mhm.
Do you agree
Of
with that?
course. Of course.
Why are you so mad right now?
I'm mad.
She's mad.
Because all of her movies have been axed from this list.
From this list?
Listen, I agree with that one for sure.
Okay. This is a good list of Christmas stuff. Okay.
Prove it.
I just rewatched this the other night. Nicolas Cage's The Family Man. You guys ever see that movie?
No.
You haven't
Yes.
seen The Family
No,
Man?
I've
with Nick
seen
Cage?
it, but you
I
watch
looked it
that with
up.
your kids?
It's peak Nick Cage.
What's it called? The Family Man?
Yeah, it's
The Family Man.
fantastic.
He like goes. It's like a Freaky Friday situation.
And I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. Who
Don
played
Cheadle.
Don Cheadle, fantastic in that
Mhm.
movie. As like it's kind of like a little bit of a Christmas story. It's about a like This is peak Nick Cage. This is probably some of Nicholas. Yes, this is some of Nicolas Cage's best work.
Is it?
You don't think so?
No, I think The Vampire, when he does the ABCs, is his best work.
I mean, I'm going to go with Face Off and Con Air, but this
Moonstruck?
Moonstruck is fantastic too. This is
Leaving Las Vegas.
Yes. Okay. I'm
The
not
Wicker Man.
Ghost Rider.
Bitches.
I think those are on level with those films, in my opinion.
No, he does good.
He's very likable. It's such a heartfelt movie. It's such a good movie. And I think he's also he's very good looking in this movie. Fits the role.
Yeah, he's handsome in it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, because sometimes the kid could be fugly.
Yeah.
I'm not, who am I to fucking talk? All right. I'm not saying anything, but I know sometimes oh, this is not Nick Cage's best.
Yeah.
But then in The Family Man, you're like, this is a dashing motherfucker right here. Right? This is a suave son bitch. You haven't seen it, Ty?
No, but I've seen a lot. I grew up. I'll have a word with my mom. She might be on the podcast right now.
Love it.
No, she probably has.
Moms
seen it.
do love.
Moms love Nicolas Cage. Like how many times I've seen Guarding Tess.
Yo, my mom loves him too.
This
it really is a mom thing.
Of Nicolas Cage will make every mom instantly wet.
That is something I did not ever
I'm not
this
playing
is
this
like
pod.
this is like
Mom,
well, I'm
don't watch
not
this
I know
episode.
you're not gonna say, but I'm just speaking for all the moms out there. This is
I didn't think that you were gonna say that, but
the moms feel
it's
seen
not
now.
a lie. Moms
Bubble also feels the kind of way.
It's like this shit. It's like things that make moms wet is like The Family Man.
Stop
saying it. Stop saying it.
Michael Bublé makes moms super wet.
Anyway, what's on that list,
This
Pablo?
is like instant fire in mom loins. Move
on.
I'm speaking some truths here. Sorry, there's some hard to swallow pills for you folks.
Oh Lord.
No.
I removed the original Home Alone, but I'm going to say Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
New York one.
Got just that New York.
Dude,
holiday.
Rockefeller, the giant Christmas tree, the toy shop. It's
way
very
more
Christmassy.
Christmassy than the first one.
No, I mean the first one's Christmassy, but this is like
No, I'm saying it's way more Christmassy.
yeah, because
They double down.
They double down on the Christmas.
Mhm.
You didn't think they could. They
New
could.
York during Christmas hits different. So that's what I'm gonna say. That New York during
I
Christmas,
lived
the Rockefeller
in
tree.
New York, and Christmas time was crazy, off the charts.
The random Trump cameo in it.
That is a weird cameo.
Tim
Yeah.
Curry,
Dude, Tim
Tim
Curry in
Curry.
that dude makes it for me, man.
Rob
Mhm.
Schneider,
Rob Schneider's in it.
It's all freaking great, and I like that. This makes a little bit more sense that he has the house booby trap. I don't know.
Yeah.
It works for me. The pigeon lady, I like it all.
The toy store.
The toy store.
I love the toy
Dunkin's.
store.
The turtle doves.
Turtle doves.
Take
At
the
very
turtle
end.
doves.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, and then
I like it better than the first one.
I wish Kevin would have given that pigeon lady some money.
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
hell?
like, what the hell?
He gets yelled at for the $900 room service while this lady is living in poverty.
Literally
Yeah.
starving, living in a
But here's
theater.
a pigeon or here's a dove ornament.
Yeah. I
Here's a
just spent
dove ornament.
$900 on room service. Take this turtle dove.
On ice cream that I ate one bite of because I'm freaking 8 years old.
Mm.
Dude, you know that's my brother's biggest pet peeve from the first movie. That he takes one bite of the mac and cheese.
Oh
One
yeah.
bite.
That's what he's like focused. My brother was like super upset about.
All the food in all the Home Alone movies. Actually, I just saw a reel. Somebody had an experience where they did it at their house. They're like, he's like, oh, my brother.
Oh
did
yes,
this
I did
first,"
see this video.
Where he made all of the food from Home Alone as it was playing in the scene. He would bring them out a serving of that.
Because there's a restaurant, there's an experience in LA that does the same thing.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, they did it for Ratatouille and they did it for Shrek.
I want to do it for The Sopranos
Shrek.
and for Home Alone.
What
Dude.
food in Shrek?
Like they just like kind of made
Onions.
their own
Onions.
Yeah, they did like
Yeah.
a mud pie, but it was like obviously like chocolate. And
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, go on with
All right,
these.
number 6. These aren't really in a ranking order. I'm just listing them. My number 6 movie that I'm talking about. When we had this discussion, if you can have a great movie where you have all Muppets and one regular character, The Muppets Christmas Carol.
It's a perfect movie.
Michael Caine. It is. It's the most accurate. Apparently, has actual dialogue from Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol.
isn't that crazy?
I love that
Yeah.
Michael Caine plays this straight.
So straight.
He's just like, I'm
It's
just
like
gonna
some of the
act.
best acting of his life. He's just acting opposite puppets.
Yeah, I mean,
Muppets.
no, yeah, Muppets, not puppets.
You see,
I corrected myself.
Yeah.
You've seen that meme where it's like, hey, this is just a movie about Muppets and Scrooge. So just have fun with it. And then it's like Michael Caine, I'm gonna play this as serious as a car crash.
It's fantastic. Love the Muppets. Muppets Treasure Island. Probably if I had a list, it'd be in the top 10 comedies.
Make more lists, please, Pablo.
Okay.
With a bunch of rules.
The Santa Claus. The Santa Claus
Oh, yeah.
with Tim Allen.
I see.
I think the Santa Claus just turned like 30 or something.
And Bernard,
Tommy Jeff, can you just
the
check?
elf.
What?
Wait, what?
Bernard the elf.
Please elaborate on
Yeah.
Bernard the Elf.
You guys don't know about
1994.
Bernard the elf?
He was cool as fuck. I'll
Fucking
give
Tommy
you that.
Jeff knows about Bernard the elf.
Can you-
I'll tell you what right
Okay,
now.
let me look this up.
So
Hold on.
your
Bernard never really fancied my pickle.
Well,
sexual awakening.
that's a weird way to say it.
Wait, what am I looking up? Bernard
Bernard the elf.
The elf.
He's
Santa
in.
Claus?
He's in lots of stuff.
No, the movie came out in 94. Am I right?
Yes,
30 years.
94.
30 years old
I-
this year.
Wait, okay, Olivia, I can see why you would. He looks like the.
He's like
He looks like a lesbian.
No, I was gonna emo. I was gonna say emo kid, but okay.
No, he looks like a white dude you would meet at a Rasta concert.
Yeah. Jewish. He's Jewish.
Yeah, he's a Jewish dude that loves Rasta music.
I've got a type.
He's the Jewish dude in the ska band. Which is
Come on.
Look, at least it's not Roger.
Listen,
Rabbit,
the
all right?
girls who know.
number 4. I'm sorry, that was the number 5. Santa Claus, watch it. It turned 30 this year.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
Turned
crazy.
30. Apparently, the role was originally too for Bill Murray.
Oh.
But he had
I
like
couldn't see that.
and at the time, neither could I. At the time, Disney had a policy where they weren't hiring like ex-cons, and apparently Tim Allen has a rap sheet.
Tim Allen or
You
Bill
got
Murray?
Tim Allen. So that's why originally they were skeptical, but they made an exception because he was at the height of his popularity with Home Improvement, and he was so like an American dad sort of character.
And he's Buzz Lightyear.
Well, yeah, but this was before Toy Story.
Oh, was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Tim Allen really likes some snow.
Tim, yeah, is that what it? So, and then craziest fact about this movie is that Scott Calvin in The Santa Claus was 38 years old.
I
Kill me
saw
now.
that meme.
Put me out of my
And
misery.
you're like, what?
Wow, he had his life together
Yeah, but also just like
compared to some.
look at, but he also looked like not.
No, he's like an
38.
old man.
He's like, yeah, it's just crazy.
No, because I'm rewatching Gilmore Girls right now, and Lorelai, like the mom, she's like, she just had her birthday, and she's like 35. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
Tim Allen made moms wet back in the day.
All right.
God,
Just fun fact, but am I speaking lies?
beam me up.
Tell me when I'm saying lies.
Since I'm not a mom, I cannot speak if you're speaking
Dude,
lies.
moms, Tim Allen, Michael Bublé.
I can't believe you weren't into Bernard.
Oh, that's what she's focused on.
I just wasn't fancied.
Okay,
I was
number-
also being born in 1994.
Yeah. The producer God is a baby. Number 4 on the 12 movies to watch this holiday season. Jim Carrey's The Grinch. Ron
Yes.
Howard
Yes.
classic. That also has a line in it that perfectly summarizes the entire plot of Wicked. It's because I'm green, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
So good.
yeah, it's freaking great movie. Come
So
on.
good.
How do you not? It's like that's always on my list. And my
Yeah.
kids were obsessed.
It's the best.
Watch it on VHS and everything.
Jim Carrey like had a hard time filming that movie too.
I imagine somebody
It was like a lot of makeup. He like got a trainer from the CIA to train him on how to like survive interrogation tactics and like torture tactics.
yeah, because of the
'Cause he had to
sclera
sit
lenses.
for like 8 years. I mean, 8 years, 8 hours in makeup, or like 8 to 10 hours. in
Well,
makeup
having
every
those
day.
contact lenses in your eyes,
And he couldn't see.
I have really terrible astigmatism because I was a haunted house actor for years, and every Halloween I still wear contact lenses because I commit. But yeah, it fucks your eyes up over time, and we're in
Really
those.
painful.
sort of-
Imagine your eyes being itchy all the time.
I'm sure. Oh, it's terrible. I mean, the ones that you put in your pupil are bad. I don't know how people wear contact lenses on a regular basis. I'm like, I'll just
It's
stick
wild.
to fucking low tech glasses.
Yeah.
But yeah, really insanely good movie. There's something.
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard, absolutely. It's a fantastic film. There's something else that somebody had posted about the Grinch being an upcycling baddie. And now we can just really, truly appreciate it. Like he was a villain at the time, but it's like he hated commerce
Yeah.
and freaking like, the commercialism of a holiday. And he told everybody how all their stuff just ended up in the trash. It ends up to him. He upcycled all of his stuff. He reused waste.
Yeah. He's Bernie Sanders, but green.
Yeah. So good job, Grinch, being an upcycling baddie. This is a newer one that I feel like belongs in the Christmas canon that over the last couple of years has become one of my favorite Christmas movies to watch. I don't know if you've seen it. The Night Before with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, Anthony Mackie.
I watch this movie every year. It's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. It's really good. Have you seen The Night Before?
No,
Okay, if
sorry.
you haven't seen The Night Before, it is about three friends who have.
Pablo.
What?
It's my favorite part.
Yeah.
When he's in the church.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Is that what they think we did to him?
Jesus. Hallelujah. And
yeah.
he's like, it's not that type of church.
Um,
Dope dick, homie. Okay, go on.
it's a great. Miley Cyrus has a pretty great role in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name of the.
Oh, I'm sold on
Joseph-
this. Miley Cyrus is in this.
Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus is
Oh, I
really
have
good
to
in
see
it.
this.
And
The elf face.
Oh.
We do this like
yeah, we do
literally
the elf face.
every
Tiny
single
little-
time.
What?
It's about three friends who have a Christmas tradition. One of the friends loses his parents on Christmas Eve. So his two best friends are like, we're going to just come up with our own holiday tradition, and they do it for like 10, whatever years. They both start growing up. One of the friends is going to become a father, got married,
I
settled
remember you telling
down.
me about this.
And
yeah.
then the other one is a budding celebrity athlete in the NFL. And it's like, hey, this is the last year we can do our tradition. But Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character is like stuck in life. And he's like, man, this one thing that I kind of like love every year with my new family is kind of something that's going to go away because they have their own lives. And every year they kind of like yearn to go to this like super exclusive party called the Nutcrackers Ball. And of course, on the last night that they're doing their tradition, he finds tickets for the Nutcrackers Ball. And it all takes place on one night. And it is just one of the best Christmas movies that's come out in recent memories.
It is so funny.
It is so
And
funny.
it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Uh,
Tracy Morgan's in it too.
Yeah, Tracy Morgan's
man.
in it. Mindy
Mindy Kaling?
Yeah, I mean she's in it. The girl from Workaholics, whose name I never remember.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
Lizzie Kaplan's in it.
Ileana, I can't remember her last name, from Broad City, is really great in it.
Oh, Alana.
Is it not? I think it's Ileana.
No, Alana.
Can we fact check? I want to say it's Ileana.
It's Alana.
Is it Alana?
I'll bet.
All right.
Mom and dad are fighting again.
Okay.
It's Alana. Yeah, she's
Broad
in
City.
It, though.
Look at the two leads from Broad City.
We're getting some.
Is
fact
it Alana?
checks.
I would you do fact checks if I for sure. Am I wrong?
It is going to be Alana and Abby.
And Alana Glazer.
Alana Glazer? Is that all right?
Alana Glazer and Abby Jacobs.
It's not Ileana
Mm.
Glazer.
No, that's Alana.
I think Ileana is just
It's not
Spanish for Alana.
It is Ilana.
Alana.
Alana. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Alana Glazer.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. in this
She's in
movie.
it. Yeah. She's yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
call
a
her
very-
Ileana Glazer forever now.
Listen, it's a very funny movie.
Yeah.
Everyone should watch it. That I agree with that.
What's
on
it
the
str-
list.
What's it streaming on? Look it up.
Fudge. What's it streaming on? I don't
Oh,
know.
I
own
have it. I own it.
Own that.
I own
Tangibly
it.
Watch
and
now
on
on
digital.
Hulu.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
it.
there you go. It's on
The
Hulu.
The one I don't have.
So you have Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, yeah.
I have Disney Plus, but I don't have the Hulu package.
Oh man. I don't know
don't
what to
blame
tell
you
you.
for that.
Log into mine.
Number two.
Never mind. We don't
Scrooge.
share. Oh, Scrooge. Okay. If
Scrooge.
this was on
Hulu's
the
like,
list, I was
get her.
gonna
Yeah,
rage.
yeah.
That's
I
the
know
one
your love for Scrooge.
Scrooge is my favorite.
Scrooge is the one.
That's what you were playing in the back,
I'm
right?
not 100 if I can watch that with my kids, but it is a family. I feel like it's just raunchy enough.
Yeah. You could watch it with them when they're like 10.
Yeah, it's a Charles Dickens A Christmas Story, but
Yeah.
Richard Donner film, Bill Murray.
It was playing earlier.
Yeah, the singer. Yeah, you've never seen it. It was playing in the background. The singer for the New York Dolls. It's a slew of really great comedians, but such a great take. on-
Carol
I don't remember her name.
Carol Kane,
Is that her name?
I think.
Andy Kaufman. Yeah, all right. Lotka's love interest in Taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's her. Yeah,
Carol
I know
Kane.
who you're talking about.
Yeah. She's
Goodbye.
like-
Have fun storming the castle.
Yeah.
You think they'll make it? Not a chance.
Not a
yeah,
chance.
yeah. She's
She's
in.
in Kimmy Schmidt too.
Yeah, she's in a
Mhm.
lot of great stuff. Wasn't she like the mom in the first Addams Family?
Speaking of Christmas movies, though, she is in Four Christmases with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. And she doesn't have any lines. And it's like, how are you going to put Carol Kane in a movie and not give her any lines?
Oh, really?
She's just sitting there like she's a relative and she has no lines.
Interesting.
Every time I watch that movie, I'm like, how are you not gonna give her lines?
That didn't. Four Christmases didn't make my list.
Like she is so funny.
but I do like Four Christmases.
It is fun. It's
It's
funny.
fine.
It's fun.
Hey,
It's
she
fine.
pocketed that check.
Not
all
top
right?
12 material.
Oh, she put that right in her pocket.
She was like, "Oh, easy money. Don't gotta say shit."
She literally just showed up. She was just there. They could have just hired anyone, but it was Carol Kane. She had no lines. Anyway.
Hmm. That's a flex.
Flex.
Whoever made that film.
Just to have her.
Do you have some fact checking for us? Did we say something wrong? We say a lot of wrong shit on this podcast.
Yeah, see if check if her name's Carol Kane.
Okay. Okay. And lastly, not number one, because this is no particular order, but lastly on my list is Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds, Amy Smart.
So good.
and
That's a great one.
yeah.
And Anna Faris.
And Anna Faris. Once more, I
Forgiveness.
think just raunchy enough
more
to
than
watch
saying
with
sorry.
family, but like not really overly. Yes. To forgive is divine.
Divine. So let's ask. I know the whole fucking song. You know?
What's the other one? When Jenna smiles, takes me miles.
Oh yeah.
Chris Klein? Is that his name? That's not Chris Klein. Is that?
I can't remember.
Not
the guy's
Kevin
name,
Kline,
but
that's
He,
Chris
he
Klein,
used to
yeah.
be in a lot of
He was in American Pie
American
was
Pie.
Oz.
He was on a lot of stuff in the like 2000s.
for a minute there.
Yeah.
This is the epitome of all of his roles, though, because it's like you are that kind of creepy, like
Yeah.
can just get away with enough to be kind of the sensitive guy.
Yeah.
But clearly you were like probably like very popular jock in high school and a bully and beat up nerds, but then tried to become guitar playing the dude at the
does
party
it.
playing Good Riddance by Green Day on the
Exactly.
guitar.
And trying to get with everybody from
Yeah.
his hometown.
Yeah.
And yeah, Just Friends is great. Only a little bit fat phobic.
It-
Just a little.
it's definitely a thing of its time,
It's a thing of its time,
right?
for sure.
So it was I don't know, pretty hilarious still though.
So funny.
That's
He goes,
my
oh
list.
my God.
That's it. 12 movies.
You
Guardians
did
of the
good.
Galaxy Holiday Special, Elf, Christmas Vacation, Family Man, Jingle All the Way, Home Alone 2, Muppets Christmas Carol, The Santa Claus, Jim Carrey's The Grinch, The Night Before Scrooged, and Just Friends.
That's a good list.
That's a good list, right?
It's fine.
I didn't want to go with the basic shit. That's why I removed all that other stuff. It's like, of course, if you tune in there, it's like, oh, of course they're going to talk about Die Hard being a Christmas movie. Of course they're going to talk about Nightmare Before Christmas. I wanted to put together a Christmas movie list that was
Well,
not
I feel like any
the-
of those movies you could be like, of course that's on the list.
Yeah, of course these are on the list, but there's some obvious things that I wanted to remove. Like, of course,
I
all the
got
freaking, Rankin and Bass and Peanuts and like that's the.
Well, those I get that.
this is deeper issues. This is a deeper
Deep-
Christmas. Okay,
Deep
so that's
cuts.
this is the deeper Christmas list. That makes
I don't like I didn't like
makes
that.
mom
I don't like that.
sweat.
Oh
Okay,
my
so,
God.
thank you. Now we are moving on, folks, to today's haul. We're gonna get through this here. Oh, there's our sound effect. Today's haul. We are going to be reading through the bows here shortly, but let's talk about some of the other things that dropped this week. So, since we are this week in kind of creator-owned comics, this is some of the things that drop number ones and trades that you can just pick up in a comic shop today. You can walk into a comic shop and say, hey, I want this because it's the start of something completely new. I can start fresh. And it's some of the best creators and people out there doing it. Trade that dropped this week. And we actually have this episode. We reviewed issue 1. I'm very excited to finish reading this because I didn't do the single issues. You're not ready for this. Are you ready for this?
Mm-mm.
Scotty Young's Ain't No Grave has been
Dang.
collected into this beautiful trade paperback.
I can't believe it's already a trade. That's crazy.
I know. This is one of our earlier episodes. We haven't been doing this for that long, but we do have a whole episode on Ain't No Grave by Scotty Young. Scotty Young is a master artist, and I didn't know he was such. I mean, I guess it makes sense. He's been doing comics for so long. He's a really great storyteller. So Scotty Young wrote this book, art by George Corona, coloring by Gene Francios Ballou, and lettering and logo design by Nate Pecos. From Image Comics. I mean, Ty, I don't know how to do this
Yeah,
anymore.
there's a candle. Don't.
Wait, Ty, help me out here. Somebody, please. Really beautiful book. Like I said, I don't want to go too deep into this because we have a whole episode on it. And you can watch our whole episode where we discuss and read together live issue 1 of that book. That's Ain't No Grave by Scotty Young. You know, I don't know. There it is. Look at that.
Sorry, like the cable, like not.
I know that cable. You know what? We're figuring things out still. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful book here. But it's basically about a really badass old gunslinger, now kind of settled down mom who, you know, she's sick, and like everybody in the Old West with a tragic backstory that's a retired gunslinger, she's more than likely dying of tuberculosis.
I just remember your notes being like, she's sick. And I was like, yeah, she is.
She's got no,
like she's sick with it.
no, like she's got like tuberculosis.
No, like she's dying.
And she sets off on a mission to kill the unkillable. In order to not take her new life away from her, she goes off to kill death. This is dope. This is all the entire series collected in this beautiful trade paperback here. Now available from Image Comics, just dropped this week. Secondly, from James Tynion, Elsa Chartier or Jordi Belair. I'm sorry, I didn't know how to pronounce that last name. And Distillery comes The City Beneath Our Feet. Oh yeah, there is a candle there. Why did I do that? Because I was trying to get it to smell like Christmas in here. That's a like pine scented like Christmas tree candle. We need a system. Okay, ready? Yeah. Yeah, you guys didn't see that. That happened off camera, but let me tell you, it was nice.
I should have been prepared to like actually take it.
No worries. This is available from Distillery. This was a hard book. We went to 3 comic shops that did not have this book in stock, but Distillery has 3 books this week.
I love it.
Maybe we should have ended with Distillery, but we're just going to start with Distillery, and we're actually going to read the last Distillery book.
You're safe.
Yes, thank you. It's a bloody love letter to New York City. The City Beneath Her Feet is an action thriller love story for a new generation by lauded creator James Tynion of Something's Killing the Children and Spectrograph. And Elsa, man, I can't pronounce her last name. Chartier? Charte? Chater? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm killing it. Tell me, how's he? I know how to pronounce. Room Service and one of my other favorite books by Image, Love Everlasting. Jasper Jane is a girl of Zara's dream, but their brief relationship came and went in such an instant blaze that Zara was left thinking Jasper was just that, a dream. Years later, Zara is thrust back into Jasper's world, unknowingly listed as her emergency contact. Zara must piece together the mystery of Jasper's life, all while being hunted by the assassins who once called Jasper one of their own. Love the art in it, like once more Elsa of Love Everlasting. What I love about this is if you go to Previews' website, I don't know if we can throw that in the show notes, but James Tynion basically talks about how he was inspired by Somna, Tula Latoy, and Becky Cloonan's bedtime story. He's like, this is the sexiest thing I've ever written. He's like, I can't let Tula and them all write these super sexy books. So he wanted to write a super sexy book. And apparently this is the sexiest book he's ever worked on. $8.99 out at your local comic shop here. Really interesting bloody love letter to New York City by James Tynion. So yeah, kind of, I imagine it a little bit gives me Sex in the City assassin vibes. I don't know.
What's kind of cool too is Tula Toy did do
a variant.
Mm-hmm.
Distillery, by the way, and Distillery DSTLRY. You can go to their website, distillery.co, and kind of see a lot of these books that came out.
Well, the variants as well.
Yeah, because there are a lot of variants. But City Beneath Her Feet, Coffee and a Comic. Shout out to them in Huntington Beach. Tell them about it, did he? Smells like coffee in there, right? You walk in.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, yeah.
No, yeah, it smells like coffee. It's super awesome. Good vibes. It's just a place that you can go and talk about comics. Like, no rudeness.
Good.
Like, very cool vibe.
No record clerk comic guy vibe.
No.
That's gonna be like, this was the worst movie ever.
Ever.
Yeah, none of that. But and it does coffee, and they give you a little thing of coffee with
Mhm,
everything.
every time.
Where's the coffee? Did you
I
you're
have
holding
it.
out
I,
of them?
I have it. No, I'm like, I'll give it to you guys. I don't drink coffee, so I'll give it to you.
Make with the coffee already.
Okay.
With the in a French press.
Settle down.
Second book, colors by Lee Lowridge, Scott Hoffman, Alberto Ponticelli. It is Warm Fusion. Okay, let's see, Ty. Ready? Yeah. All right. We're
Wow.
killing it. Sorry, we're throwing comics around here, which is like the one thing that all comic book.
People are
We're not those
cringing.
kind of comic book readers. Like, I'm rolling this shit up, throwing it in my back pocket, and reading it for the story.
Yep.
Unless it blows up into a film that then that book is worth $1 million, and I just decrease the value. Oh no.
But don't forget the memories that it made with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the journey along the way.
Yeah, this is a really cool one. Dang, I keep pulling up.
Am I allowed to open this? Is it safe?
Good question.
Yeah.
Writer Scott Hoffman, nostalgia wag. You may want to play with. I think if you play with the HDMI that's like on the actual device, not that one, but the one that connects to the switcher. That maybe because that's 4, right? If it keeps switching out, just make sure that's like no, it's the one next to it. No, other side. That one. Yeah, I think that one just needs to be secured. Maybe. Okay, Scott Hoffman and Scissor Sister fame Scissor Sister fame teams up with artist Alberto Ponticelli. Oh, who just wrote the Frankenstein? Oh, Joe, never mind. Frankenstein Agents of Shade. Good Paradise, Orc Island, for a sci-fi horror mystery that pushes the limits of the grotesque. Once more set in New York, New York, Christmas, they just go hand in hand. Over 2 decades into the future, has been devastated by crime of ongoing storms, radiation from terrorist incidents in the Times Square, and genetic mutation caused by a life-saving cure. After a series of murders ripped through the city, brothels, an escort named Vin Young, who cosplays as Snow White and is one of the generation of deformed victims, decides to help find the killer of killers responsible, reluctantly joining forces with Jared Hanover, a lone cop assigned to the case. Whew. That's little Total Recall, a little Escape from New York, a little Jack the Ripper story from Scott Hoffman and the folks at Distillery. Warm Fusion. Distillery's really pushing the bounds on a lot of stuff. They're not afraid to create adult kind of comics. Are you having trouble there? It's all right.
So what's happening is I'm turning the page and it's hitting the cable.
Turn the page and then you wash your hands.
Turn the page, wash your hands.
But maybe you shouldn't show everything in that
Yeah,
book.
I just flipped through it. No, it's funny because I flipped through it and I was like, oh, I gotta show this. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't show this. There's a lot.
Show us the cover.
Wait, you guys, before we move on, I have a movie to add to the list.
Son of a gun, Olivia, you should. That was a whole segment to go.
Klaus.
Clouds?
Klaus on
Oh.
Netflix.
I know what you're talking about. That was on a lot of people's list.
That's on my list for sure. All right, move on.
It's like, I gotta get this one out. Close. Isn't
Before
it
I forgot.
close? It's like
Klaus.
it's kind of like in the style of like the What If kind of things, right? It's a cool, I've seen it.
What do you mean?
It's in the style of like that kind of drawn but CGI'd. It looked, you can see all the lines, but then like
Oh, I mean, it's
like-
animated.
yeah, like Into the Spider-Verse.
No.
Am I lost here?
Yeah. It's just like a animated, it's normal.
But a young mailman or whatever that moves
Mhm.
into this little like small town.
Jason Schwartzman
Is that who voices
and
it?
J.K. Simmons.
Ooh.
A lot of actual, like a lot of
J.K.
people.
Simmons playing a lot of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Please, Klaus.
He's like typecast as Santa Claus.
Well,
from
You've
the
never seen it? Watch it. Okay.
I have
move on.
seen it.
We'll move
I
on.
have seen it. It's good. I liked it. Didn't make my list.
Pablo's list,
I
everybody.
like, but Diddy's list. Well, you want to make a list for next week?
Yeah.
Olivia's list soon to come. If you like horror and Christmas, things in the vein of like Black Christmas and You Better Watch Out. This is, oh man, I don't want to throw this one. This is a really nice cover.
Don't throw it.
This is the EC, Oni Press revived EC Comics, and it's been now put into this chills, shiver, suspense stories. So it's a nice horror. Okay, thank you, Tommy Jeff. I mean,
Secret.
secret producer. That
I forget the
comes
name
from
you said.
yeah. Interrupting Tommy.
Interrupting Tommy.
Really cool. Like once more, if you're into horror, if you're into Christmas horror, this is a really cool once more. You can make a nice little kind of stack for the comic lover in your life. Be like, hey, I got you Through the Boughs. I got you this EC Comics Christmas story. You can get them Christmas 365 that we reviewed last week by Mikey Way. That's a #1 out there, and put together a little fun holiday list of stuff. Michael W. Conrad has this other book. So there's In Bloom. There's another book that I was going to talk about after this one. Boom Studios revealed In Bloom #1. Sorry, why am I reading? When the bloom finally happened, the humanity was changed forever, transformed by a symbiotic fungal megasystems that infected their bodies. Some of the affected grew new body parts. Some found their personalities changed in radical new ways, while others reported contact with an intelligence that was not their own. This is a bold new world. Agent Spears finds himself investigating a series of mysterious murders, a chain of violence that leads him to a terrifying question of which fate of every living being. Let me redo that. This trail of violence leads him to a terrifying question on which the fate of every living being rests. Somebody said, what's the HBO show that was a video game? The Last of Us?
Last of Us.
Fungusy, infesting. This one I don't. Oh, that was so bad. I'm glad that happened off camera. Yeah, In Bloom is a #1. Other #1s that dropped. So firstly, Creepshow, once more, horror anthologies. Creepshow, Tales of Suspense and Horror has their own holiday special for 2024. Yeah, In Bloom's artwork looks beautiful. By the way, it's a beautiful looking book. I'm gonna speed through these so we can get to our final book. Creepshow, horror anthology. Exactly what it is. You remember George A. Romero's Creepshow? It's in a comic book. Another horror anthology for the Yule time. Flavor Girls. I didn't think enough shops were going to be carrying this, so I didn't really even pull up too much on this, to be honest with you, because I was like, I saw it in the list, and I'm like, oh, that's a small press run book, but a lot more shops had it than I thought they would. But I guess Boom Studios, right? Let's see. Let me pull it up. Nako, Camille, and V are the Flavor Girls, sacred fruit guardians of Earth. They defend the Earth from the threat of ever-looming Agatheris, whose motives regarding Earth and humanity are still unknown. Book is available in every comic shop. Well, wait a second. Oh, yeah. Is Archaea used to be Boom?
No, because Boom has, for kids, it's Boom Box.
Yeah, Boom Box is there. Why does this say Archaea? And then I'm pulling up the Flavor Girls through Boom's website. That's very interesting. But that's not your local comic shop here. I don't know. I'm sorry. This was one of the books that we kind of. Oh shit! The Brood.
It's fine.
The Brood from the fine folks over at Minor Threats. Jordan Bloom, Patton Oswalt, creating this expansive Minor Threats universe. Heath Corson writes this book. Beautiful looking book. Once more, if you're a fan of things like Barfly, The Brood, I think they kind of said it's like a superhero villain version of Succession, which I love Succession. Minor Arcana issue 4 came out. FML, we did an FML episode in November there. Love this book. I started reading it. I love this book so much.
Yeah.
Hey, who's on the back of the cover?
Oh, let's find out together. Let me see. Oh,
Oh,
the beast.
the beast.
Or
That's cool.
the
The
monster. It's
transformation.
the transformation. There's multiple covers from this from Kelly Sue Comics, FML. This I posted by. This is just like easily already one of my favorite books of the year.
Yeah.
And they're only on issue 2. Check out our episode 1. Comics, Tunes, and Toys. Shout out to them. That's where I posted it at. They had a bunch of copies of issue 1. Crescent City Comics in New Orleans had a bunch of copies of issue 1. Issue 2 just dropped. I'm telling you, don't sleep on this book from Dark Horse. FML. This is a controversial book.
So that's a prequel.
Is it?
So the original book, the first series is called Lovesick.
Okay.
And it's obviously her when she's older and more age appropriate. But this is a prequel when she was younger.
Okay. It's all right. So it's a prequel to another comic.
To Lovesick, yeah, which is like the dark web, BDSM, horror action.
Okay.
The guy at my comic book shop is super into that one. I bought it too.
Of Lovesick or Doll?
Well,
Doll Parts?
Lovesick, but he was like, and doll parts too, and talked to me about it.
Yeah, what's weird. Okay, so yeah, there's like this is weird because it feels like a strange story about a 12-year-old girl.
Oh.
Because the character is
Yeah.
12 in this book. That's why I was like, I don't know if this seems very weird. A twisted new entry into the Lovesick universe from Russ Manning Award winner Luana Bicho. 12-year-old Mandolin dreads the idea of growing up. She fears becoming like a cruel older girl or facing the contempt of her devoutly religious mother. But most of all, she doesn't want to become a target for the monsters that are out there. Hiding in plain sight, however, a stomach-churning discovery forces Mandolin to confront the harsh reality that growing up isn't a choice. It's survival. I haven't even opened the book up. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, but it was a number 1 that dropped.
I didn't know.
I don't know. Should we even be talking about this book on air? No, you said it yourself, right? It's a prequel to a character.
Prequel to a character, the main character, I believe, from Lovesick. I remember when Lovesick came out, we did the ordering for, and it got a lot of hype because it's Image, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because Image even posted about it today, like how excited they are for this release. So yeah, I'm sure you can talk about it. I mean, why? It's
I
not,
don't know,
it's
man.
not
I'm
like in
because
a
I don't
poly
know.
bag or
It makes me
anything.
feel weird.
No, I know.
Because I feel like you're creating a. I'm gonna wag my finger a little bit at Image. It's like I feel like you're creating a cover here of like
Yeah.
a sexualized character, but
Yeah, it is
this
a
character's
little-
meant to be 12.
Is a little odd.
Is that weird? That's weird,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Very
Fucking
weird.
weird.
It is.
All right. Sorry, Image. Doll parts. But apparently a Lovesick tale. Who knows? Maybe I'm jumping in the book a little bit too much. Hold on, wait a second. I'm not reading all the comments.
Oh, on what, Instagram?
Yeah,
Oh, damn, I'm not on it either.
I don't. We're trapped.
Oh no.
Did you read I'm not gonna read that comment.
Yeah, we
But
can't.
hilarious. Sorry about that. Let's get to the main event here. Let's get to I just need like a palate cleanser. I feel like after I don't know. Maybe I'm condemning without understanding. I don't know, but
Don't judge a book by its cover.
literally, but that's what comics are about, is
I
judging
know.
books by their cover.
I know.
And there's some judgment to be thrown here in my opinion. Image Comics, I don't know, but like once more, I don't know. It's because it's not a YA book.
Yeah,
That's
clearly.
what I don't like about it. It's not a YA book about a teenager. It's a book about a teenager written by an adult man, and it's a little strange.
Yeah, that is
not a
strange.
teenager, a child,
Yeah.
right? I don't know, not my cup of tea. But that dropped from Image, so there's that. Let's get to the book that we're here to talk about. How do we transition more smoothly here?
We should have done that one first.
We should have done that one. Maybe I
I
shouldn't have done that one at all. I should have gone with my gut. I'm like, I don't know.
know. I thought you weren't gonna do
I
it.
don't know what was in my pile. I'm like Ron
just went for
Burgundy.
it.
I just read the cue card. It's just like, oh shit. I didn't think I was gonna do it. It's like, man, maybe I should just avoid this concept altogether. There was another book. Oh, this will be our palate cleanser, but we don't have it. Maybe you can pull it up. It's called Died Hard. DYED Hard, which is basically like Die Hard with the Easter Bunny.
Wait, it's called what?
But I wasn't able to find it as a Keen Spot book. Died Hard. DYED Hard, number 1. That dropped that you may see at your local comic shop. If not, demand it, because this looked really awesome. From creators of Junior High Horrors, X. Layfield, and the Mangolorian comes a bloody tale of the Easter Bunny trying to enjoy a simple vacation, only to find that a group of evil mercenaries have taken his destination and all of its visitors hostage. It's now up to Peter Cottontail to return to his violent roots. He's got a backstory.
Dude,
love it.
Peter Cotton.
Save hostages and get back to deliver Easter joy to the kids of the world. Featuring the animation styles of Jay Hammond. This is a not for kids book. Title screaming Venture Brother meets Violent Night and delivers on the promise that the Easter Bunny is the perfect action hero. That's the palate cleanser. Died hard.
Okay.
Look, Olivia, I know he's no Roger Rabbit, but
Hey.
Diddy,
Hey.
I know your affinity for rabbits on this show.
See him wiping off that blood off of his face.
There's different
That
variants.
does it.
There's like one in the vein of Frank Miller. So Died Hard looked really dope, and I just wasn't able to find it. But it's a Keen Spot book, so I might just order it directly from Keen Spot.
sorry, I know that.
We need to get Charles.
Hey, when
Fleischer
you're
on
hot,
the
you're hot.
show. But here's the book that we all came to talk about. Through the Burrow. Oh, perfect. You have it pulled up there.
I do.
Through the Burrow here.
Bows.
I'm sorry. Through the
Bowels.
bowels.
No.
Through the bows. Sorry. I don't know why I kept saying burrows. Through the bows from Distillery, a Yuletime offering. If you're a fan of Over the Garden Wall, if you're a fan of Chronicles of Narnia for some reason, I don't know why. I feel like if you're a fan of Chronicles of Narnia, you like Bible
Jesus-y.
lore. Yeah. And which
so
I didn't,
judgmental.
this is we've just become super judgmental here on the Deep Issues America. I didn't even read that other book, but I'm condemning. Don't read that book.
books either.
It's
Just like
troubling.
Jesus-y.
It's troubling. Through the bows.
So there's
And
different-
what's a Turkish delight? Because that's not it.
Through the bows, a Yuletide offering from some of the creators of Over the Garden Wall. I pulled something up here. Hold on.
Okay, I have the variants pulled up.
Yeah. Okay. So talk about the variants while I pull up my
For
my
sure.
thing over
So
here.
Jen Ellie is the cover that we got. I'm assuming that's cover A, which I really like because it. Oh, I just hit the. just hit the.
Oh, you messed it up. Dang. Ty, you had one job.
Listen,
This is the job.
this was the
Do
job.
better.
I know.
Do better.
Well, I like this cover because it reminds me of Over the Garden Wall. I think Olivia will agree with me. It's like almost like Pottsfield vibe.
Yeah.
Which I love. The next cover, I'm trying to see. This is by Natalie Anderson. I believe that's the second story that's in there.
Wait, how many variants? There's like
There's
6.
like 10.
Oh, is there?
There's 10.
Yeah, because I saw
available.
like A, F.
Yeah, and what's kind of cool is I think what they're doing is that each variant is from the different storytellers. Because Ryan Andrews did one of my favorites, which I'll talk about that story. Nick Cross did one. Emma Price, like that Christmassy vibe.
Mhm.
I love cover A.
I love cover A.
It's
It's
my
very
favorite.
over the garden wally.
It's very over the
There's a
garden
lot
wall.
of dope. Oh, there's a blank variant, of course.
There's
So,
George Washington's even in it.
oh, yeah,
Oh,
there's
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
there's a lot of variants. More than likely, what you will see if this is your first time buying a comic book, you will likely see cover A, the cover that we have, which is a fantastic
I think it's my favorite
cover. Once
Mhm.
more, anybody who's an Over the Garden Wall fan in your life,
Yeah.
and you're trying to think of a creative gift, this is the perfect gift. Through the bows, because like what 3 out of the 4 people involved in that
Mhm.
take place in this. I was in doing research, like I did a little bit of research. In doing research, Sean Edgar, who wrote Over the Garden Wall with
Mhm.
Patrick McHale, has a Reddit subforum.
Oh,
For Over the Garden Reddit Over the Garden Wall forum, and he posted about this book. I'm going to read you what he said. He said, Sean Edgar here. I wrote Over the Garden Wall with Patrick McHale. Yes, we're still trying to get a second printing going. I promise. Agreed. It's weird that
Yeah.
it hasn't happened.
yeah.
But we have a new project around the corner, a winter holiday comic collection that I edited with Bryce Gold of Distillery. It's called Through the Boughes, a Yuletide offering. And Patrick has joined up with Jim Campbell, who's a storyboard artist on Over the Garden Wall, and artist on Over the Garden Wall, for an original story involving goblin children and a witch. It's charming, hilarious, festive, mischievous, and jolly. Ryan Andrews, who worked with Patrick on the cartoon Costume Quest pilot, also has a story. Ryan also wrote a graphic novel, This Was Our Pact, which is a phenomenal. Other contributors include James Tynion Something's Killing the Children, Jensen Eckwall, Sweeney Boo, Grim Wilkins, Molly Mendoza, and Kay Roten. Cover artists include Jenny Ellie. He lists basically cover artist Jenny Ellie, who did the Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Did y'all see that Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio?
Yes.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
Pretty great, right?
Yeah.
And he just basically
Won
talked
Best
about.
Picture.
Did it?
Best animated picture.
I think it did. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
It did better than the
Fantastic.
Tom Hanks one.
Oh yeah, yeah,
What Tom Hanks?
yeah.
one?
Oh, the straight to Disney Plus one. That's like a remake of their Pinocchio.
They just live action their Pinocchio.
Oh, yeah. That one sucked.
But
I forgot that was a thing. That one sucked.
who is it? Elphaba is in it, right? Plays the
yeah.
lead
Idina
fairy?
Menzel.
No,
No, not Idina Menzel. The new Cynthia.
Cynthia. She's
Oh.
the fairy godmother.
It's
Yeah,
like,
she's the
I've
blue
never been-
fairy.
The
The blue fairy. Yeah, she plays the blue fairy.
Oh,
Yeah, they changed the ending.
that movie sucked.
They changed it. What was funny about that one is they changed the ending to like Pinocchio. You don't have. First of all, Tom Hanks' Italian accent is shit.
What were they up to?
It was
Like,
like,
why did they do that? And it came out the same week that Guillermo del Toro's did.
I want to see Tom Hanks as Geppetto in Pinocchio interact with Paolo friggin' what from House of Gucci, was it?
Oh,
What's
yes.
the actor's name? Freaking Joker. Why am I blanking on his
Joaquin
name?
Phoenix.
Mobius.
No. Oh,
Morbius.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Did you ever see Jared Leto in the House of Gucci with Lady Gaga? And,
No.
No, I never watched.
oh my, it's fucking comedically awful. He's like, there's a one scene where he's literally like, why are you doing this to me? He like talks like fucking Mario from Nintendo 64 in that entire film, and he thought he was gonna win an Oscar for it for some reason.
I think everything he does, he thinks he's going to win an
But
Oscar.
this was so bad because he's talking like this. How can you do this to me?
Oh,
I'm
House of Gucci.
Paolo.
I'm Paolo.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tom Hanks in that Pinocchio movie and Jared Leto in that House of Gucci movie
Yikes.
would be a movie worth watching. But the point of that is there was a subreddit here, so clearly like they're tapping into their cult following. They're tapping into people of Over the Garden Wall fandom. He does even talk about. I wish I would have picked this up a little while. I mean, learned about it a while ago because he also talks about somebody from the Gallery Nucleus did one of the covers for
Oh,
this as well from the Gallery Nucleus.
yeah. I mean, there were so many great contributions.
What
to,
the fuck was that, Olivia?
I yawned.
What was?
What do you mean?
What was
It's
that?
10:30.
Why Ty is talking over there? You
Yawn.
yawn?
I'll just hit the buttons. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll just shove and press the button.
So the way we
I'm
did
sorry.
this, Through the Bows is a cute anthology story. And I want to say it's going to be a one shot. We split up the duties here. We split up the duties of duties. We split up the
You
duties.
said duties.
I said duties. We split up these duties of reading the 6 stories. I had the first one, which was the one with the 2 little goblin
Patrick
children.
Mahale's, yeah.
Patrick Mahale's.
So
That's
cute.
called The Man in the Blood Red Coat. By Patrick Mahale and J.K., illustrated by Jim Campbell. It's basically like the opposite, like obviously goblin little ogre children are like the things that we find adorable and wonderful and beautiful and fun. They find revolting,
Right.
and they like the revolting little things. Quite the opposite of what we do. But I loved this story so much.
I
If you
did
could
too.
flip through some of the art here, because I love that like the little goblin children, they're sleeping there in the day, right? And the mom's like, oh no, you can't go out because this is when the man in the blood red suit comes out and freaking, and they're both. This reminds me of my 5 and 6-year-old. This is why I
Yes.
loved this. This reminded me of my children, and their names are Putrid and Moldy.
I love.
And then I just can't help but read their entire thing in little like rascally
Yeah.
English accents,
Mm-hmm.
like little Cockney rhyming slime kind of. Hey, Moldy, did you leave those frogs under the rock today? Yes, Putrid, just like you told me. So they would stay frozen in the snow.
That is exactly how they talk.
That's adorable. I just read this.
You watched
but-
it at the perfect time.
Yes. I'm ready to hear about this. We saw it in the comments. If you guys want to know what was going on within our family, feel free to go back and read through our comments section. Oh my gosh. My mother-in-law, your mom popped in here at some point during the podcast. Oh no. Apparently there's chaos happening.
Look, all I heard was that
Chanel-
people wanted,
Chanel
someone wanted to
commented.
embrace them.
Chanel commented straight and then poop shots. Or like straight gas. In here? I don't know what's going on. There's things happening here.
I'm fine. It's great.
Look, we all fart sometimes. I don't know what to tell you.
We do all fart. Is everything mine? Oh, Johnny California just reminded us that Snot Girl from Brian Lee O'Malley came back. this
Oh
week,
yes,
by the way.
we literally saw it in the shop.
I'm not caught up with Snot Girl. Putri and Moldy go out into the forest, I guess, to eat some frozen frogs. They end up staying there all night. They realize that Santa Claus has kind of shown up, I guess, in their house. And then they get lumps of coal and they're very happy about it. I'm not going to give you the whole, I know that's like kind of like a brief overview of it, but you have to kind of watch it because it is just a cute little mischievy,
It's very cute.
adorable sort of story here. Once more, if you are a fan of Over the Garden Wall, obviously you can kind of look at the art and then, did you read this one?
I read that one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. You read that one, Ty.
Oh,
I
yeah.
read them all.
I read the whole thing.
I read 2. I was just like, I'm going to go with mine too. And Ty's like, I read the whole thing. I was like, fuck. That wasn't the assignment. Yeah, so that's a really fun, cute kind of little story. If you're somebody who has kids around the age of my kids, you for sure will that story will resonate with you. Second one I had was the Yule Beast by Sweeney Boo. Old Sweeney Boo. Which is about a beast in a kingdom that's being hunted down. This is a very short one.
Yeah.
I would be so open, like, give me more of this story. I'm
love
like
this
so
one.
into it, right? It like really hooked me in from the get-go because basically the Yule Beast is a giant cat.
Yeah.
And I'm a cat person, so anything with a giant cat, I would be 100% on board with. And yeah, fuck Clifford the big red dog.
Damn.
I want
big
the,
cats.
I want the
Wolf.
Yule Beast giant
Wolf.
white cat.
Nice.
Yeah. For all you cat lovers out there, this is kind of like also in the vein of how would you describe this art?
So what's that Netflix show that
Close.
No.
It is Klausy, though.
It's Klaus.
Is it? Okay.
I'm telling yeah. It is kind of Klausy, yeah.
Klaus vibes.
But what
There's-
were you talking about?
I don't know what it's called, but there was a Netflix show. It was like about like warrior princesses. It was for kids.
Shira.
Shira.
Oh yeah.
It looks like it's almost that art style to me.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
a beautiful art style. Like this looks like a DreamWorks
Pastel-y.
pastel-y.
Disney
Mhm.
kind of feature length.
Like this whole panel, like this whole shot right here. This feels like very like Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
But like when Disney adapts their movies into comics for kids, like this is like the style I'm imagining because it
Yeah.
is the style that they use.
Yeah. And as Sweetie Boo wrote and drew this, I guess I have to.
I'm not going to spoil the ending, so I won't. show
I
the
don't want
next
to spoil
page.
the ending once more, but you can just look at the artwork of this book. I'm trying to think of like what other things she's kind of more well known for. Over My Dead Body, Eat, Harley Quinn was her DC book. You can find her on social at Sweeney_Boo. And you can see some of her artwork there. But yeah, amazing artist. Obviously, I love when really good artists are given a crack at like, hey, also writing. I don't know if writing is
Mm-hmm.
all of her other stuff, but if Sweeney Boo, I'm so in for this story. If you made a full trade paperback on this, a continuation of this, I'm 1,000% on board with it.
Yeah.
Agree.
But yeah, very pastel-y blue. Like the coloring is beautiful.
It's beautiful. I love it.
It's beautiful.
And like
Pinks,
again, without
blues.
spoiling it, the
like
next
a
page.
winter sunset of a story.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's the best way I can describe it. Okay. All right. Well, we're on the air. I don't know if you want to try and talk about all that right now. Right. I'm not sure what's going on. This is a really weird interruption. I'm sorry. Let's go through the rest of this book. I think we're going to have to wrap this up soon. Ty, your 2 stories. Or
Yes.
Diddy, do you want to go through your stories? Olivia's like, what's happening right now?
Yeah, we don't have to go in order. Do you want to go?
We're here for the entertainment.
Yeah. I mean, I did the last 2. Well, I mean, I read the first 2 too, but I did the
Two.
Two.
I read the Polzak one.
Pol-
Hey, Rotten
Wait, hold on.
Polsak.
Pulsec, yes. Pulsar.
Oh, you learned the last 2.
Pulsar. Oh, I thought it was a K.
No. When I went to your page, I'm like, oh, that does look like a K. But I was like looking at this, and I was like, wait, that's an R.
Oh yeah, Pulsar.
Yeah, one person by Kay Roten, writer, artist, and letterer on that book.
It does look like a K.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Um,
zoom out here a little bit.
This is the one I said that the guy looked like Robert Carlyle. Yeah. him.
Oh,
Looks like Robert Carlyle.
is that his name?
Yeah.
You say the dude from the Full Monty?
Mm-hmm. And Once Upon a Time
Yeah, that could be him.
plays a Rumpelstiltskin.
Is there a Rumpelstiltskin movie?
No, he plays in Once Upon a Time. Anyways, Ty, will you go?
Okay.
Diddy's been thrown by a loop. My wife came in here and just apparently, I want to say that's all right. Let's just.
I'm getting
You want to step away from
no.
Sure.
No. I guess.
Okay.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about Rumpelstiltskin.
This guy looks like
one-
him.
He really does. Yeah.
That's Robert Carlyle. It looks exactly like him.
It really does look
You-
like him, exactly like him.
Yeah.
So
That's all I have to say about it. The art is amazing. It's very folky and like kind of a Yuletide.
Does any of this to you scream Narnia?
None of it. I don't
No.
know what one that they think is Narnia.
I feel like that was written by somebody who's never watched the Chronicles of Narnia and like kind of got an idea.
They're
of,
like goblins. Check.
you like Narnia? There's
I
a
don't
lion
think that
in here.
any of them are like that, but
Animals.
maybe this one's very I don't know, Yuletidey, very old fashioned, like ye
Yeah.
old. I love it. I love the animation. Who wrote this one? Who wrote it?
That
Pulsar.
that one's Graham Wilkins. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Wolfie
Okay,
Home.
Roten.
Kay Roten, writer, artist, and letterer on that one. Did all of it.
Wow. The lettering is amazing too.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. So big fan of this one. I'd read like a whole comic of that actually. But the bad elf, the very bad elf, is the one, the third one. I really like that one too.
That was
Reminds
Ty.
me of like salad fingers.
That's the that's the big one that Tynion
Yeah.
wrote. Yeah, all just black, white, and red.
Yeah.
Is that what you're getting salad finger vibes from that? I definitely see that.
Yeah. This guy is just a little salad fingers guy.
James Tynion and Jensen Ekwall, lettered by Atita Bidikar.
Especially when he's like holding his pliers.
Ty, give us the pitch on the weird naughty elf.
Yeah. So basically, that's exactly what it is. There's different
Okay,
towns.
you're like basically naughty elf.
Naughty elf sold.
You like
Got it.
naughty elves? You'll like this book.
You'll love this book.
Give us the elf face.
I mean, like, what's really cool about this book, and it's very unique, and not just through this spread, is that each panel is a square.
Who would you
Mhm.
cast as a naughty elf, and why is it Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
It was the elf look.
Give us the elf face, please. Did I catch up? You're like, yeah.
No, sorry, yeah. So what I really like about this book, again, you guys kind of already mentioned it. It's very simple coloring. The red really pops. It's very like that Christmassy red.
Is it
Uh,
Tynion style writing? You think?
It is.
Tiny.
What's funny, what I wouldn't compare this to something killing the children, obviously, but
No.
this would obviously be in the vein of Razor Blades, the horror magazine that different artists kind of contribute to. And Tynion actually did a few stories, one even with Word of the Deladera, but I really love the art. I really love the simplicity of it. And it's like, I was just telling my dad, I'm like, wow, these like the first 2 stories are so good. I can let my niece and nephew read this. And then you get to the next page where it's a little
Yeah.
Mhm.
bloodier, and I'm like, well, maybe never mind.
Yeah.
But like just like the sinister smile, it gives me almost like Ice Cream Man vibes as well.
Oh yeah.
Because it's always like this entity, right? Like that's always around, that's causing mayhem and havoc for these like poor. But I didn't want to give it away, but yeah, 'cause it is very short.
Mhm.
You
Easy
wouldn't
read.
sell this to the kids of the evil elf straddling a man to wake him up.
I mean, this is like one of those things like, hey, if you don't behave, this is who's coming to your house.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yes, this could
He's
be
gonna
very
take your teeth.
threatening.
And then the other one that you read was Soul Saunter.
I read, I read
Soul.
I read that, and then the Goat King's Son. But Soul Saunter was kind of cool.
I like how you gave me the preamble of like, I don't know anything about horoscope.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the book is so interesting because it, like, for those that are really into astrology, it starts off with Sagittarius and
The
Capricorn.
goat, the Capricorn, yeah.
Mhm.
he's obviously Soul Saunter, if you kind of get where that's already kind of going, it's the winter solstice.
Oh,
And
I
they're saying,
love this. And then there's a scorpion and
well, yeah, there's a
horse.
Scorpio, then there's a Leo.
Yeah, there's the lion. There's
the
the lion right
horse.
there.
Yeah.
I said that because I'm a Leo. That's why I spotted the lion.
Yeah, and the Leo's kind of a dick in this story.
Fuck.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
They typically are.
Well, the whole premise of the book, without spoiling it, is very mythological. They're saying, hey, we need to turn down the sun. The Leo keeps parting. So they send Sagittarius, we need you to do this task. Like, go tell him to
Oh,
stop.
it's like the snow miser and friggin'
Yeah.
heat miser.
I'm Mr.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because they say sucks a lot. Like, yeah, this sucks.
Ugh.
Yeah, that sucks, Cap.
Party's over, Leo.
Yeah.
Parties are Leo. And then, like, obviously Scorpio, and then the Virgo, which is kind of cool.
The Leo's
Where's
party
the
also has all
Aquarius?
the.
Hey, we're January, you know.
So
We're considered winter.
what is the Aquarius symbol? Is like fish or something? Oh, that's
There's
Pisces.
no, it's a water bearer. It's a person pouring water.
holding water. It's just like it's really supposed to be the water, but it's like how do we represent the water? Let's just get a person to pour it.
The water bearer.
Oh, there you go.
They carry the water, and
Ah.
then they bear it.
Chinese horoscope in there too, right?
Yeah.
Around the Leo. That's when Leo's partying at the Chinese horoscope.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I'm not asking
what are you?
I'm asking Olivia. I'm asking,
Yeah, no.
I feel like she's our horoscope expert.
Yes. You're like, I'm not asking you.
Specifically,
Let's get one thing perfectly clear here.
I wasn't
That
thinking.
question was directed to Olivia.
Yeah, it has a lot of like astrological, all different, not just like what is it called when it's
Yeah, like the zodiac.
the
side.
zodiac
Yeah.
versus like there's like a few
It's
different
pretty-
theologies
Yeah.
in here.
I mean, I really love the artwork. It really pops. It's
Yeah.
giving me like that carnival circusy vibes. They
Mhm.
even
The
dress the
Beatles.
lion.
Well, just
Beatles.
like-
yeah.
Yeah,
Yellow Submarine type of vibes.
Yeah.
Sergeant Pepper.
Sergeant Pepper.
but it's like all the signs like rabbit, pig, rat,
right.
Yeah,
goose.
it's Chinese horoscope, right?
Yeah.
What did you said you would get something in this book tattooed on you? What was it? Not usually. You said,
When did I say that?
Crow?
Oh, you know what? What did
Well-
I say? No.
just before the start of the stream.
Oh no. It was the bad little elf.
Oh, you
Oh.
get the naughty elf tattooed on you.
Crumbs.
You want a Joseph Gordon-Levitt tattoo?
It's this specifically. This little,
Oh,
Oh.
I'll flip to it. The cover.
yeah, I
It
get
all
that.
started with Bernard.
It all started with
I have a
a
problem
rabbit, an elf.
with the fae.
Uh,
Yeah, that I'd do that.
final
You
book.
got a little like, what's up with his? Why'd they give him a
phrase that
butt?
differently.
Why'd they give him a little butt?
The Goat King
Weird.
is the last book, which I want to say is also reference to Capricorn, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's kind of cool. Sorry, I'm like flipping to it.
No, yeah, no, another psychedelic looking sort of
I really
This
like
one's
this
like-
one.
interesting book.
Reminds me of like Steven Universe.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't
Yeah,
I
right?
couldn't put my finger on it. Like, what does this remind me of? But
Yeah,
with really
very magical and the
whimsical,
pastels and the
yeah, I-
whimsy of it.
like this. Like I would have to ask like Allison like what the proper term is, but like I love how they make this look like it's actually glowing, just like by using those like brighter
Yeah.
pastel colors.
Yeah.
and then obviously got the goat head, which is badass. I'm getting like
Yeah.
what's the Hayao Miyazaki movie? Princess Mononoke.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of, just like the head of the spirit.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
like this one a lot.
and then they kind of show the lore again. I don't want to spoil too much, but essentially the dad is hurt. They need to send the son to essentially do this tradition of getting the head of a new goat. And what I like about this a lot is they show time,
Oh,
and it's very like much like Asgard, or like like a magical world.
Mhm.
So like there's space, but it's flat. And then they're
Oh.
going in this.
so
Flat
there's a
earther.
flat earther in your
Earthers.
life who wants a good holiday gift through the boughs. The Yuletide Offering is the perfect book for stocking stuffer of the flat earther in your life.
But I really like this passage of time, right? Like they're showing the different seasons. Like this is obviously a longer journey.
This book makes flat earthers wet.
All right. Gotta end the stream, guys. I gotta go.
This is so bad. They're not coming back.
What are you talking about?
It's great.
It's good.
Good.
Flat earthers.
But again, it's a story of like growing up and taking on like a more adult task.
Mhm.
And again, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, go check it out. I'm definitely gonna check out Ryan Andrews, right? That did this book.
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah,
want to check out more of their work.
for sure. What I love about this book too is even if you are a big comic book reader, there's a lot of like creators that I was introduced to where I'm like, oh, anything else that these people end up writing, I'm like
Sold.
so into now.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I mean, like this 2 stories that I read, obviously Over the Garden Wall, great, but the Yule Beast, Sweeney Boo, I'm all over Sweeney Boo now.
Mhm.
Release more stuff, Sweeney Boo. We need more comics. Yeah, I'm gonna finish reading it, obviously, but yeah, the one that you read with the astrology, the artwork in that is so
It just
Yellow Submarine meets Alice in Wonderland
Pops.
and World of Horoscope.
Yes.
So freaking great. Molly Mendoza wrote that one. Lettering by Clayton Cowell. Normally we rate things of like, hey, we're gonna pull it, but this is a one shot. That's why we're not giving a lot of this away. However, you can get a lot of different covers.
Yeah.
Of this
Mhm.
book.
There is the last story in it, We'll Be Home, which is just like it's just 3 pages and it's no words, like no dialogue.
It's just through
Through
paneling,
canyons
yeah.
deep and waters wide. It's like
by Grim Wilkins. We'll
Yeah.
be home through canyons deep and water wide. Tallest trees, blizzards,
So-
blind,
it's like a poem.
shortest days and longest nights.
We'll Be Home.
Tired feet, heavy stride.
We'll be home.
It's like a story about indigenous people and it's amazing.
Well,
Beautiful.
it just goes to show you that everybody this time of year is just looking to go home and be with those that they love.
Yeah. And I love this at of course, the camera went out. I love this at the very
Yes.
end.
Yes, I love that.
The creator biographies with all their
It's so
little
cool.
kid versions.
And
of
their
them.
kid pictures.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
A
Check it out.
festive history. I loved this book, like every single story in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And all of the art, the lettering in every one, like it's just very good.
No, for sure. And I know that does sound cheesy to say, but legit, if you have a comic book lover in your life, you want something Christmas themed, definitely a really great book to offer to people. It's a $10 book from Distillery, full anthology, issue 1. I'm assuming maybe next year they'll do another Yuletide offering. Yep. Is the book? I don't want to throw it. Oh no. Oh my gosh. What happened?
Hell on fire.
It's fine.
Everything's wrong.
No, I just like it because it's a wraparound cover.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You just said that. You could have said it's a wraparound cover before I threw it. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. There it is.
Very cool.
It is a great cover. Definitely find it at your local comic shop. We picked these up at Coffee and a Comic in Huntington Beach. If you're in the Orange County area, Golden Apple, if you are in Los Angeles area, Secret Hideout. Sorry,
Comic Book Hideout.
not Comic Book Hideout. They're great in Fullerton.
Jay's.
no. James Bob Secret Stash, what you're looking for? No. Arsenal Comics, up in the Valley, We Can Be Heroes. Wherever, Crescent City Comics in New Orleans, BSI Comics, wherever you're at, locate a local comic shop. Most of the time, small businesses support small businesses, especially this time of year.
Yes.
Grab this puppy.
Grab this bad boy, or just go to Distillery's website directly, DSTLRY.com, and check out this book. Before we wrap it up, because we may have to go put out a fire, I don't know. Before we wrap it up, anything you guys want to plug? Coming up for next week or anything, or
I don't know if we're gonna go still, but Silver Sprocket is having their little pop up this Saturday.
do you have
in
that
LA.
pulled up?
I can. Where did my phone go?
Yep, in LA. If you're a fan of System of a Down too, I want to say Golden
Yes.
Apple is having a signing this Saturday from 1 to 3 with the drummer of System of a Down.
Yes.
Also wrote 2 comic books. Silver Sprocket, definitely though, they have a really cool event in LA where they're doing some stuff in like a library. In an actual library, folks. All right.
Yeah. So Silver Sprocket, 3015 Roslyn Street, Los Angeles, December 14th and 15th.
And I think the Friday the 13th, they have a thing as well at the library.
Oh, nice.
So this is kind of like a little 3-day tour thing that Silver Sprocket's creators, like slew of awesome Silver Sprocket creators, are going to be
Yeah, I got the list right here.
there. And then I think the next one is where they talk about there in the library, no? Or the last panel?
Yeah, Comics O'Clock.
Comics O'Clock there. Caroline Cash of Eisner Award winner of Pee Pee Poo Poo
Beepy poo poo.
will be there. This is their lineup for the 14th and the 15th for their signing schedule here. Definitely support independent creators.
Yeah, they're doing some great stuff.
Support libraries.
Support libraries.
Read stuff.
Read stuff.
And most importantly, happy holidays
Yes.
to you and yours. I think that's it. We're wrapping this up or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I'm gonna restart the music because I didn't get to say my closing line. Here we go. Oh my god! No, it's green. You know, line. And then all of your shoes.